If the Lions go 12-4, I'm sending this tape into ESPN.
Welcome to Champs, baby. We don't win in the specific years that I want us to win. Let's go! Let's go! I was big on them, and so was Chandler. Because he's not the better player. Watch them play football.
Oh my God! You watched the highlights? Did you watch Johnny Manziel's highlights when he? Whoa, guys! Look at me! I'm gonna go throw the ball.
If Stidham outperforms Newton, Stidham's gonna start. That's all you have. How are you gonna win the division with that? How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to the weekly NFL episode of the Nosebleeds podcast. We're back here with a full recap of Week 12 of the NFL season. We had some Thanksgiving football last week, and we have a lot more football to talk about coming up ahead. With the whole COVID thing going on in the NFL, things are getting interesting with the schedule. We've had some games postponed. We'll dive into all of that throughout the episode. Make sure to check the description for timestamps. In the description, we'll be able to find all the talking points that we discussed in this episode. And if you want to skip to a certain part, you can by just clicking the timestamps right in the description below. So make sure to go check it out. So that's all I have to say. My name is Nick Antonakis. I'm with the usual crew, Stuart Brooks, Chandler Betts. How are you guys?
Oh, well.
Terrible.
Stuart's terrible.
Love
Chandler's doing well.
Why can they
always a polarizing poll here on the Nosebleeds podcast, but
oh my God,
we're just gonna Wait, do you guys like my intros? I think everybody's just like,
nope, they're terrible.
Nick, I think Nick's like
they're iconic because they're so bad.
Oh my
God, it's pretty bad, honestly. I mean, even I'll acknowledge it. Oh, look at this! Last week we were at the beach. Now he's Oh, don't do the helmet catch. No, it would be even worse if you did the Welker dropped pass. That was even worse.
Or you can just do a Cam Newton.
All right. Anyway, that'll probably pop up somewhere throughout the episode while he searches for the image, but we're just going to dive right into it. Starting off with one of the Thanksgiving football games, we got the Houston Texans beating the Detroit Lions by a score of 41-25. Will Fuller beasted it, and now he's suspended.
Man.
Yeah, he was fucking juicy.
The Detroit Lions, they were rolling. They were starting to look really fun to watch.
Nope.
Then nope. Bradley Roby, Will Fuller, and Kenny Stills.
Hey, but Matt Patricia's gone. And
oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Bob Quinn, their GM, he's also gone.
Oh, yeah.
So now they're in prime position to probably not get a very good coach and then repeat the cycle because they're the Lions.
They've been bad for many years.
Ever since, what's his name?
When was the last time they actually won a playoff game? Like 1994 or something?
Oh,
no. They've never won a playoff game in my lifetime. In our lifetime.
Yeah, no. Yeah, they've only made the playoffs like twice this entire century. Like, they are not good. I know they made it in 2014. They made it that one year where Stafford had all those fourth quarter comebacks.
Yeah, 1992. They beat.
Oh my God.
Them boys. They beat the Cowboys.
I know.
Of course.
And they got bounced by the Washington football team.
Oh, that was the year.
Yeah.
Wow, how ironic. Very ironic.
Why is that ironic?
Because we're about to dive into the next game, which is the Cowboys and the Washington football team.
Oh, yeah.
That
yeah, Nick, how about them boys?
How about them boys?
You were so excited.
Big football team guy.
Big
football team guy.
Dude, I was literally... Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm still looking for
I was up super late the night before, and I got barely any sleep. So I was watching the game, and Amari Cooper got that great catch, and I was like, oh, wow, this is doing great. And then I fell asleep, and I woke up, and it was 41-16, and I was like, what is going on? We them boys, we are not them boys. We blew it. We suck. I don't think they're making the playoffs now.
They're the worst team in the NFC.
They now have the lowest odds in the NFC East to win the Super Bowl at 150-1.
What if they win the lottery, though? Like, what if they get Trevor?
The lottery?
There's no lottery in.
There's no lottery in football.
There probably should be.
Oh, duh.
There should be. You're right.
It's okay, Nick.
Oh, my God. So the Jets are getting it.
Yeah, the Jets. It's a Jets
worst record.
Well, they should draft defense anyway because their defense is horrendous. That was literally awful. You're going against Alex Smith. Freaking
that bad.
The dude.
Alex Smith
is not even that bad. They have players. Gibson is a monster.
Yeah,
he beasted it.
Oh my God.
McLaurin is like one of top 5 in the league in receiving yards. They have pieces. They're gonna make the playoffs. I think actually. Now that
Yep. big football team guy.
I was
Scary
I
Terry.
still think the Giants might be able to do it. It's funny that the Cowboys and Eagles, not only are they terrible just like the rest of the teams, but they're actually the worst.
I know,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know.
They're actually even worse because, like, if you think about
Suck.
it, Washington and the Giants before the season, we didn't think they were going to be good, but all of us had at least decent hopes for both the Cowboys and the Eagles to be at least 8-8 or even.
I literally thought they were going to go 11-5.
I mean, they were going to go 10-6. Yeah.
I didn't think that the Giants. This is where I expected Washington and the Giants to be 4-7, and we.
Yeah, they're living up to their expectations. It's just they're better than everybody else.
Yeah.
Their low expectations were actually better than the terrible performances by, unfortunately, two.
The Washington
iconic
football team
franchises.
defense is kind of loaded. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, I hate you so much.
They're front.
No. They have Chase Young, Matt Ioannidis, who doesn't even really play, Deron Payne, and who's the other one? Ryan
the
Kerrigan.
Greek one, Ioannidis. Yeah,
I already said it.
Said that,
And then I mean, it's just a good solid.
Their front
defense.
seven is really good, dude.
They get shit done. They get shit
Speaking of me falling asleep, I fell asleep and Zeke had more points when I fell asleep than he did when I woke up in fantasy. He went from 3.6 to 2.9. Just
Hey, that was your what?
beast
third
in it.
pick?
Eat him up.
God awful. He's
What
washed
number pick was
already.
that? He's washed. Yeah.
How do you get washed at like 24? He's literally
Tony Pollard was the best Cowboys running back on the field that day.
Did they pay him this offseason or recently? Zeke?
No. Well, recently? Well, let me look
2
up his
years ago, I
contract.
think.
Hold on.
2 years ago, I think. Yeah, well,
he
they
got
do that.
6-year, $90 million contract extension.
Oh,
What? Do you know how much Henry's getting?
yeah.
Henry's
Zach-
on a 4-year, $50 million extension.
And this is the last year, right?
Yeah.
He's a free agent this year, I think.
No, he just resigned last
just
year.
resigned.
Oh, he
That's
actually
not-
did get the bag.
I was thinking because I was like, that's an amazing
Wait,
contract.
I thought Tannehill got the bag and Derrick Henry didn't.
No, he did.
No,
week
Tannehill
one.
didn't get the bag.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. He goes 4.
Oh, so they both got the bag.
Hold on.
66.
50 million, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
He's good. Tannehill's a pretty good quarterback.
He's doing all right. Yeah, he's
Job done.
streaky. You know, he goes up and down. But we'll get into
a
the
very
Titans.
good game manager who can occasionally go off.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't throw. He doesn't.
And when
pass
you
the
have
ball.
Derrick Henry, that's all you need.
Yeah, no, he's perfect, and he can find.
You don't
those
need
defenses.
Justin Herbert. You
But
don't
we'll
need
get to them.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get to the Titans.
Yeah, so
I
Nick,
don't want to dive.
Wait, real quick. This is what we were telling you though. We were telling you the Cowboys were terrible, and somehow you were just like, "Oh no, they're good."
You're like, yeah,
They
they
had a
boys.
good game against the Vikings. They had a
Who
good
Yeah,
game.
and
cares?
then
The Vikings are awful.
The Vikings suck.
They beat the
yeah.
Panthers.
They're awful too,
They're not
fine.
even that bad.
They're fine. The Panthers are fine.
dude.
Their
It
offense
didn't
is
help
good.
that Zach Martin and Cam Irving both went down in the first quarter.
They slept.
Not help. But they
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah.
have won anyways. Their offense is stagnant and their defense is horrible. Tank Lawrence is doing nothing anymore. They don't who's their other guy? He sucks also. Their other edge rusher. He's awful.
I don't know, but
well,
I
they
just
cut-
think
they
I
cut
think
a bunch of
Stuart
people.
I think Stuart is gone.
Okay, bye, Stuart. Yeah, the Cowboys suck.
Oh,
They're
no.
really fucking bad. Sean Lee is washed. Fucking Leighton Vander Esch is already washed, and he's like 26 probably. He was one of the best linebackers in his rookie year. Then he got injured a ton. Now he can't play football anymore.
I think I just underestimated. Yeah, computer just froze. Yeah, I just think I underestimated. Oh, he's gone.
They just they're not good.
I think I just underestimated how bad the Cowboys defense actually is. Like it's horrendous.
It's really fucking bad. Antonio Gibson is very good, but he's not 113 yards and 2 touchdowns good against a competent defense. That's really bad. Yeah, let's move on from this game. I'm getting sick in my mouth.
Do you just want to pause for a sec for Stuart to rejoin? Okay, Stuart is back after unceremoniously crashing. His computer has died, but he is back. And Chandler actually thought of a good idea in the time off that we had.
Hey, don't act so surprised.
Waiting for him to come back. So,
Right.
Stuart, Chandler, give us your new idea for the viewers.
All right, so every episode, because we're greedy and we want a lot of comments, it's going to be a trivia question every episode. We'll give you the answer the next episode, so you have to come back and watch. It's all big brain stuff. 10,000
Marketing.
Yeah, marketing. We're not selling anything, but sure.
We're selling
We're
nosebleeds.
selling nosebleeds for no money. You're welcome.
For joy.
Don't charge money for this. For joy.
Okay, continue.
Yeah. So our question for this week is, what was Bill Belichick's first head coaching job in the NFL?
Good luck.
Put it in the comments.
They're
going to progressively get harder, but
we'll shout out whoever got it right next week.
Yeah, we'll shout out whoever gets it right first. So right now, if you know the answer, go comment.
No, we're going to give everybody the shout out because if somebody got it right in the comments,
then they're all going to get it right. They can just
nobody else will.
Answer.
Who cares? We're shouting out people. Let's just hope we get the comments.
Big up. Yeah, if you watch the episode, comment below and we'll shout you out. Just
comment the answer and then comment pineapple. All right? The answer and
so
pineapple,
stupid.
and you'll get
The answer is
Who cares?
pineapple. The answer is an NFL team.
All right, yeah. All right, so we're back. Let's dive into the Bills versus Chargers game. We left off with Washington Cowboys. I don't think we have any more points about that. So the Bills,
I don't remember, but
whatever. Bills beat the Chargers 27-17, barely edging out the spread. It was bad for Stuart, but it was good for us. But yeah, the Bills, they beat Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense, who's actually been pretty good all year. But Chargers just keep blowing leads, and they can't clutch it up ever.
The Chargers, the Bills didn't even Josh Allen didn't even do anything the whole game.
Cole Beasley threw as many touchdowns as Josh Allen.
Yeah, he threw one to some. I don't know.
And he wasn't even happy when he scored. I remember watching the replay. He was just like,
dog, if I was a supposed MVP candidate and I threw for 157 yards, a touchdown, and a pick, I'd be fucking pissed too.
No, I mean the guy who caught the touchdown.
Oh yeah.
From Cole Beasley.
Who was it? It was
I don't know
who it was.
Dawson Knox. It was Dawson Knox.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well,
wait, no, it would have been
Anthony Lynn.
It would have been Gabriel Davis. Actually,
that's my only conclusion to this. Anthony Lynn.
He's got to get fired. He has to get fired.
Oh yeah.
The game was over, right? But there was 20 seconds left. And the Chargers and Herbert threw a dime to like the 2-yard line, and the Chargers have no timeouts. They ran up, they snapped the ball, and they ran the football and didn't get the touchdown. If you want any chance to win the game, you need to spike it or just throw it away. Like throw it at least.
Throw it.
The one thing you can't do is run it. I guess take a sack would be the other thing. And
Matt Ryan.
That completely lost them the game. They probably wouldn't have gotten the onside kick recovery. Let's be honest.
But they could have.
It
was possible.
Cost them the game with that. I'm not sure who called the run. It could have been the OC. Could have been Herbert, audible. It could have been Anthony Lynn. But I
don't think Herbert was audibling at that point.
No, probably not.
You don't audible out of a
Bills defense. Bills defense is good. They have a good front seven.
I don't know.
Their secondary is way better.
And plus, it's goal line. What else are you gonna expect? Literally a run.
You can come up with a better play.
That's why you line up at the line of scrimmage. Why would you? Was it a run down the middle?
Yes.
Wow, even worse.
We only got
was it a handoff or did Herbert try and sneak?
Well, we'll get to that. What happened then was that they tried to throw and didn't get it, so there was 3 seconds left. So they could just score. I was hoping they'd throw a touchdown pass to Keenan Allen or Hunter Henry. It didn't matter because I still won, or if they had caught that, I would have lost in the other league. But the last play of the game was Herbert. He decided his best course of action was to take the snap and just fall into the Bills that he didn't score. And I was like, what is that? I couldn't even tell what happened when he snapped the ball. He tried to do the Brady, kind of like jump over awkwardly.
Yeah.
Sneak under everyone. And
then pull the ball back once you get it over. He just kind of charged into the knee. Cool. And that was it. And that was disappointing. But, Anthony Lynn needs to be fired. I was just going to say that. And we play the Chargers next week. You know what? We're going to win just because of Anthony Lynn. It's not because,
we're better.
I'm picking against the Patriots just for the sake of us winning because whenever we pick against them,
we win.
That's actually going to be tough because if you guys pick the Chargers, then I might have to pick the Chargers. I don't know. All right, we'll see.
Nick's just playing 8-dimensional chess out here.
16-dimensional chess, Chandler. 16-bit chess.
Shut up, Nick.
Here we go.
16-bit chess.
16 bits?
Yeah.
That's 2 dimensions.
on the Sega Genesis.
It might be 3. It could be 3.
No, it's 2. All right, anyway. Bills, Chargers, we talked about it. That's it. Any more points? Herbert's still good. even though it's just a bad ending to the game.
Yeah.
Bills, they didn't really prove anything because it was the Chargers.
Right.
And, it was pretty pointless. So we will move on to a bigger game, actually, that will pretty much determine the AFC South. Titans versus Colts. Titans get the big W, 45-26.
What am I doing, Nick?
Crown. King Henry.
Derek fucking Henry.
Wait, hold on. Here's the question. Did I pick the Colts to win?
Yeah, you both did. I picked the Titans. That's where.
Oh, wow. Look at that, Chandler. You picked the Colts, too.
Oh,
Take the L. Oh,
hey, Nick, who's ahead, though? Hey, Nick, somehow I'm still better than you at predictions, though.
Yeah. Well, I picked the Washington football team.
No, you didn't.
Oh, shoot. No, I did. I meant the
them boys.
We them boys. But
hey, but let's be honest. The real MVP of this game was Jacoby Brissett. 0 for 2 passing, but he ran for 2 touchdowns on the goal line.
I know.
They had him in like a 32-team league with an extra quarterback. They were very happy that he would go into the game and do something. And you know what he did? I think the god awful interception. Did you see that?
It was Rivers or
Rivers?
Rivers.
Oh, he was like, "Oh, take the shot." It was terrible. It was like
that awkward throwing motion.
It was like the most interception ever. This is hilarious because the Colts spanked them a couple weeks ago on primetime. And I was like, wow, the Titans are like fraudulent. But as they were saying, Derrick Henry, December and November football.
Some games he just decides to be really good. Other games he's like fine. Like he'll go for 60 yards and they'll just do a lot of play action passes. But some games he'll just, rush for like 115 and 2 touchdowns in the first quarter.
That was crazy. I mean, it was a great day.
I was just in shock. I was slipping between the Patriots game and this.
They barely ran him in the second half because they were up by so much. But
because they didn't need to.
He still had 100. He finished
178 yards, 3 touchdowns. My fantasy team was very happy.
Jeremy McNichols had 8 carries and only 20 yards.
Nope,
because he's the change of pace running back for them.
And then Donta Foreman had 4 carries and 28 yards.
Thanks, Nick. I really care.
I
like my statistics.
You're just looking at the box score, dude. But not to say other than I think it's finally working. The Titans are going to win the AFC South, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
Are you going to rejoin your computer, Stuart?
AJ Brown is really good.
No,
AJ Brown is really good.
Maybe you should, just because we can't hear you too well on your phone.
Okay, hold on.
If you want to, if you don't want to, it's fine.
Make sure it's working here.
You got Hollywood Brown in Baltimore, and you got Dollywood Brown down in Tennessee.
Look at Hines, 10 carries and 29 yards. That's
but look at his receptions. It was 8 receptions for 66, I think.
Oh, I didn't even.
8 receptions.
Yeah, 8 for 66.
PPR, he's an animal. That's what.
No touchdowns,
6.6, 14.6. 15.
Wait, whoa!
6.
T.Y. Hilton's back?
15.8. Yeah.
I thought he was hurt.
This a touchdown? Who would have thought?
I didn't even notice when I was picking my team in the Dynasty League, and I benched fucking Deebo Samuel from Michael Pittman. God damn it!
Oh, well.
Who won this week? Nick won this week. I still have Nick Antonakis as tight end.
Let's go. He's
my god.
Stuart, the funniest thing is Stuart hasn't lost every game with Nick at tight end. That's the funniest
I'm putting up
thing.
big points. It's not even a joke at this point.
Hey, on the bright side, you should put Nick as your defense because he can't put up negative points.
Oh, that's true.
That's big intelligence. That is big intelligence.
Wow, big brain Chandler.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah. Vikings versus Panthers. A heartbreaker for the Panthers.
Adam Thielen was celebrating
at his house.
When Chad Beebe, who I've never heard of until.
Do you think he's related to the Bills player who knocked off Leon Letts? Is that Don Beebe? That's his name. Do you know about that?
Have you seen that? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, well, in the Super Bowl, 1992, when the Bills played the Cowboys one of the time, Leon Lett was going to score a touchdown, but then Don Beebe on the Bills, ran over and knocked the ball out of his hands just before he got in the end zone. It's like the same as the Deshaun Jackson play. He had a clear touchdown.
Oh yeah.
He was just celebrating and held the ball out like an idiot. And Don Beebe
and they still lost the game because Bills, and they lost 4 in a row. What a team. But yeah, that Joey Sly kick was a tough showing. It was a tough.
Yeah,
showing.
It's shanked so hard.
You don't say shanked.
Hard.
Shank's such a cursed word. You don't say shanked. He pulled it. He pulled it really far. hold was fine. He was just trying to put way too much leg on it because it was a big kick. But when you try to put way too much leg on a kick, it's naturally going to go left. Or if you're a ready kicker, because you're going to swing too hard across your body.
Booming kick.
That sucked for him, dude. But I mean, it was sad.
Oh, Nick, I have another thing for another bonus section at the end. Very quick thing, so remind me of that.
Okay. Anything else to say about this game? Vikings are still in the playoff race. They might outdo the Cardinals, which we will get to.
Teddy got popped. Teddy's return to Minnesota's first game back. He didn't miss. He didn't really miss anything. It was just going into a kick. But it was just going into the last kick, I think.
Yeah, but
Mike Davis sucked. Robbie Anderson was awesome for my fantasy team because he had 4 catches for 94. But he had that 140-yard touchdown just on a slant because he's so fast. This Panthers team is gonna be very good.
They just got to get defense big.
They just need to be healthy. They just need Teddy Bridgewater to be healthy for 17. Well, now 17 games. I hate that. 17 games. They need Christian McCaffrey all season. They have a really good wide receiver core in Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore, and Curtis Samuel.
Very good.
Get a tight end in this draft. Jeremy Chin, first player in NFL history to score back-to-back defensive touchdowns on back-to-back snaps.
Oh wow!
Big.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Shut up, Nick.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Well, I've been defeated.
Jeremy Chin, good performance. He was the real D2 guy that was good at football, not Kyle Duggar.
There we go.
Stuart has joined.
Let's go. Okay, we're done on that game. Dalvin Cook.
Now you left.
About our king, Dalvin Cook, who was terrible. Kirk had an elite game.
Oh yeah. What is going on? Why is he's like backwards? Like sometimes
I don't get it.
Am I here? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Nice. Big W.
Right here, just in case.
Kirk also rushed for a third of Dalvin Cook's yards on only 4 attempts.
Yeah, what?
That's
wild. I mean, Derrick Henry earlier said that Dalvin Cook was the best running back in the NFL.
Yeah.
That's humble. That's humble.
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
And then he fucking beasted him the next week.
Yeah.
So, but all right, yeah.
Wait, one thing.
Anything else?
One thing. I just wanted to mention that the Vikings or the Panthers had 2 plays in a row, which was a fumble, and then picked up by I don't know who the player was.
Jeremy Chin.
Chin. He had 2 straight.
We talked about it, yeah.
Defensive. Wait, when did you talk about it?
Well, you were
just
gone.
now.
Just now, when we were going.
Like 35 seconds ago.
I think it was while you were switching over.
I must have been.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
No, it's fine.
That's okay. Yeah, Jeremy.
No, but say your opinion on it though.
Oh, it's just I don't know. It's fucking sad that happened, and then they didn't even.
They didn't win the game. Yeah.
That
reminds me of this is really random, but the Bears had this Eddie Jackson. Actually, he's actually still on their team. The safety.
Yeah.
Yep.
He had 2. I remember he had 2. There was a game that the Bears and Panthers played a few years ago when Cam was still on the team, and the final score was 17-3. But the only touchdown scored in the game were 2 75-yard defensive touchdowns by Eddie Jackson.
That's like the most Bears thing.
Yeah, it was like a pick.
Who was the quarterback at the time? Would that have been
16? I think it was
Cutler.
Was it still Cutler or no? Was he not? Yeah, I think it was still Cutler.
Yeah.
So wait,
I think it was the year before.
Mitch,
right?
I'm losing total track of time. So was it Cutler straight to Mitch?
Who the fuck? No, I think there was a year in between there. Hold on.
No, because I think there is because Glennon never was the starter.
He only played like one game. I took the Bears.
Oh no, Tebow was at the Broncos. My fault.
Yeah, he was not the Bears.
2016 Bears. Oh man, they went 3-13. Yikes.
Yeah, they were terrible. They had to get they had to get the third pick, and they traded up to the second. Stupid.
Let's see. Who do they beat?
Draft the GOAT, Mitch Trubisky, on his way to New England this offseason.
No, he's not. I will die.
Yes, he is. 1 year, $17.5 million deal.
Dude,
Mitch will carry the Patriots to the playoffs with a 10-6 record.
Dude,
yeah,
okay, 26 touchdowns, 0 picks, runs for 475 yards.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Jay Cutler started the year 0-3. Then he got hurt. And then they brought in Brian Hoyer and Matt Barkley.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh, boy, Brian Hoyer.
Barkley,
we hate you.
Matt Barkley. Oh,
Matt Barkley, USC's own.
Did Hoyer really get benched for Matt Barkley?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow, look at that. And we thought he was going to beat out Stidham.
He still
probably still would.
They're just as
Jarrett Stidham This is the last time we're ever talking about Jarrett Stidham on this podcast.
No, it's
because
not.
you're right, it's not.
not.
But NBC, I started talking about this in the bonus section, which you guys will see later. Yeah, it's very convoluted right now. But so they said that at the beginning of the year they were like really excited for Jarrett Stidham because they thought he was going to be the third best quarterback in this draft. The Patriots said he would have been the third best quarterback in the 2020 draft. It would have been first, because you're stupid. That's why. But then now that just something that came out, they said everybody's really upset with Stidham because he doesn't want to compete for any job and he doesn't want to be good at football. That's based.
He's literally just cooking all the time with his wife.
know.
He's got to settle into his life after
He's
football.
honey, you ready? Ready for these steaks in the frying pan? I marinated them special with salt and pepper and oregano. Like,
sounds good.
Shut up. Play football, please.
What are you doing? No, don't play football. Do it up.
We don't want to see him.
Imagine Chef
far away from the gridiron.
Imagine he goes on Hell's Kitchen. Gordon Ramsay just roasts the shit.
It'll be like Celebrity Edition, and everyone will be like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Yeah, right. But Stidham might have
played for the Patriots.
We've established that Stidham actually has a worse touchdown interception ratio than Peterman. Because Peterman has 4 touchdowns.
Peterman played.
Yeah, we'll get to the Raiders, but
we'll get there.
Stidham has 1 touchdown and 4 interceptions. That is, I can't think of any player with a worse ratio.
I think Deshaun Kaiser even has a better.
Wait, how is Peterman even on a team right now?
Because he's the GOAT. That's why.
Gruden really liked him, so he's on here.
I saw a really funny thing.
Mariota and
quickly before,
and they had Deshaun Kaiser at one point too.
Yeah, before we advance, I want to say there was a joke when the Raiders signed Peterman. Somebody commented on Nathan Peterman's Instagram saying the Raiders brought you in because you have a lot of experience with 3 picks in the first. Because that was the year
that is good.
Because that was the year they had 3 first-round picks, one of which was Josh Jacobs.
That's clever.
That was so funny. I like it. I like
Peterman.
I feel bad for him, but
let me get another point about Stidham again here. I don't know why we're just talking about this, but Hoyer is dumb. Like, he's worse at like situations, at least as far as we know, because that time he took the sack.
That's his strength, though. He's supposed to be the intelligent veteran.
But
that's why
his strength is that he can actually throw a football maybe 10 or 15 yards. I don't think Stidham can accurately throw like at all. I've never seen him
He threw that Hail Mary. It was like 35 yards. It just wasn't long enough.
So like a Hail Mary shouldn't be 35
His only
yards.
accurate pass was that touchdown to Henry from like 1 yard out. That does not count.
That was a dime. That was a dime.
Literally any quarterback could have done that.
Dime.
Most college quarterbacks could have done that.
He has more career pick sixes than touchdowns.
All right. Let's kind of fly through a couple of these games here because these two are pretty irrelevant.
I would rather have Darrell Hinden. I'd rather have Darrell, whoever the Broncos quarterback was this week, than Stidham.
Oh, the wide receiver. I forget his name. We'll get to them now. All right. Browns, Jaguars. Browns barely beat the Jaguars 27-25.
The worst 8-3 team in history. But me and Chandler were right. This team is going to the playoffs because we looked at the schedule. We knew their offense was decent, and now they're going to the playoffs.
No, you said their offense was elite.
It's still decent. They put up 27.
It's good.
Baker is elite, right, guys?
We never said he was elite.
We never said he was elite.
You guys, he's going to ball out MVP season.
He has 17 touchdowns and 7 picks. He's doing a lot better than your man crush Stidham and Cam Newton. He's a good game manager.
Mike Glennon is elite, though.
James Robinson did very well, though.
235 and 2 touchdowns.
He did better than Jake Mouton, unfortunately.
He did better than that's sad.
Jake Mouton is just as bad as Stidham.
He comes. I would much rather have Mouton than Stidham. At least Mouton can throw the ball.
I said they're very bad. Very bad.
We should just organize the Nosebleeds All-Star game with
quarterbacks
Nathan Peterman, Jarrett Stidham, and Jake
drafted in the 5th or 7th
have them compete. And we'll throw Brian Hoyer in there too. Why not?
Yeah, Brian Hoyer can be Luton's clip holder.
Yeah. I mean,
his caddy.
The weird thing about Hoyer is that he's like, he's started games for other teams, or he hasn't been.
He also has like the the pick 6 record for most pick 6s in a row.
Oh, yeah, he's never starting again, though.
Look at this. 2015 with Houston, he was 19 touchdowns and 7 picks. He had a year with Cleveland where he's 5 touchdowns and 3 picks, 6 touchdowns and 0 picks with Chicago. How did he get benched? What? He must have got hurt.
He must have got hurt, yeah.
4 and 4 with 4 touchdowns, 4 picks with San Francisco, 4 touchdowns, 4 picks with the Colts. I mean, he has a positive ratio in his career. He's got 52 touchdowns and 34 picks. It's not great.
Better than a lot of quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I don't understand why he was so terrible in that one game, but
I know.
So bad.
Better than Stidham.
All right. Anyway, Let's keep trucking through these. Giants, Bengals. Giants edge out the very banged up Bengals.
Dog, literally,
19 to
how was it
17.
that close?
Daniel
The
Jones
Giants
is
are
injured
terrible.
though.
The Giants. Colt McCoy. I love Colt McCoy.
I forgot he was. I couldn't believe he was still in the league. Last time I heard of him.
I also didn't know he was in the league.
Yeah.
Until somebody told me that Colt McCoy was. I think Stuart was like, Colt McCoy's playing, and I was like, no, he fucking isn't. He's not in the league anymore.
I thought he had retired like 3 years ago.
Yeah, literally.
The last time I heard from Colt McCoy was when I remember he was playing for Washington and they beat the Cowboys on Monday night.
Oh yeah.
In like 2014. Like it's been a long time since
that was a crazy year. The
Cowboys went 12-4, but
they had Colt McCoy, Mark Sanchez started a game that year.
Yeah. I think
who else? Who was their actual starter? Kirk Cousins.
It was Kirk Cousins.
Where's Mark
RG3
Sanchez?
was still there. And
RG3
also they had a game with John. Or no, that was this actually recently, but I just remember they had the game with like that dude John Johnson, but that was like 2 years ago.
Yep, Josh Johnson. That was 2 years ago.
Josh Freeman.
Right.
No, but Colt McCoy. I just remember somebody describing when he was starting for, I think it was Dallas, or maybe it was Washington. They were like, Washington has talent, but starting Colt McCoy is like bringing a knife to a gunfight. It just doesn't work out. I was like, oh, man. That's like the last time I heard. I always remember that.
Wow.
Colt McCoy was such a good college quarterback. He's still the most popular quarterback in Texas, and that's actually like. There's no metric for that, but I guarantee you that's true.
He's awful.
He's the best quarterback in Texas.
Is he going to start this week for the Giants?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't even know who else they have on their team.
Let me check the
Colt McCoy. I'm just looking up his name.
The report.
All right.
Daniel Jones might play, but I think he's gonna.
Yeah.
Colt McCoy.
He has a child that doesn't share his last name. That's questionable.
Rest in peace. Anyway, so the Giants won. It's going to be a playoff race between them and the Washington football team. We'll get into the NFC East later because we do have a question about it on the questions from the Nosebleeds segment that will be coming up very soon. So we'll power past this into the main event of the evening. Patriots versus Cardinals.
Dude.
Patriots I don't understand our team.
I don't get
the game 20-17.
Okay, can everybody be quiet for 1 second?
50%
completion percentage, 84 yards, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 26.3 QBR. That is the worst of his career.
Cam literally said, "Cam's like it's better than a pretty loss."
He was like,
I'll
I
be back.
refuse
We
to
got
admit
it done.
I played poorly, but I'm not going to say sorry for winning.
I don't understand.
In spite of you.
I don't understand how we beat the Ravens, and we know the Ravens aren't amazing, but they're solid.
They have Lamar.
We beat this team, who's looked great in many aspects of the season.
I think it's Kyler also, not to make excuses for him, but his ankle's still bad.
Yeah, I thought
he was shoulder.
If you stop Kyler, this team is dead.
Yeah. Also, they didn't have Larry.
Fucking Cliff Kingsbury not just kicking a fucking field goal on that play.
Oh my God.
Yeah, what?
They didn't deserve to win the game after that. I was like,
you get the ball at half and you're leading. There's no reason not to take the free points.
You do a 10-point turnaround. You have a 10-point turnaround. There you go.
Yep.
That was some Doug Peterson type shit there.
Or, you give one of the most electric players in the NFL the ball in his hands.
And so they run it with Kenyon Drake, who's been terrible all year, and he didn't score. So, and also give the props to who was it? Butler. We went off.
He was so good.
He was so good at that game. He should get the game ball though. He was excellent. But yeah, Cam, I almost kind of feel bad, because I remember after. Well, I don't really feel bad because I already wanted him gone. But after he threw that, I'll get to the interception. But after they won. I saw him talking like McDaniels after. Did you see this? Where he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Like he was like still sorry about the pick.
Really?
He was like gonna cry, like even though they won it. Like, oh my God, I can't believe he actually won, even though
Dude,
he completely fucked us.
Nick Folk is our MVP.
He's a great kicker.
Why would we draft Rohauser? I don't.
It doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter.
Who cares? We're cutting him. Imagine we start him over him next year. Imagine that happens.
Folk's a really good kicker.
We literally have to fire both.
He's perfect from 50. He's great. He was in the league for a long time before this.
And he said after the game, he's like, this is the best group of guys I've ever played with. Like, now he's New England.
Well, I mean, he's played for the Jets.
He played for the Cowboys because I just remember I watched a couple weeks ago. I watched some highlights that was the Patriots in 07 playing the Cowboys at Cowboy Stadium a couple years before it closed.
Wait, good times.
And he played for the Washington football team.
They still had that really.
Huh? Oh no, the Bucs. I'm sorry.
Bucs, yeah.
when he missed that terrible field goal.
Yeah, against us. That was bad.
Oh, Folk?
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't talking about.
Not Aguayo. He was the one after.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just like, he's been in the league for a while. Basically, what my point was going to be is that he was in the league in 2007. Like, he's been in the league for a long time. I didn't even realize that because he was the kicker for the Cowboys in that game in 2007 against the Patriots. So it's, because I was just thinking, how many kickers did we have last year? We had Koskowski, and then we had Forbath, and there was someone else too. There was one other guy.
Oh yeah, we did have Forbath.
He just was missed
Yeah. We had Nick Folk. We had
Dan Bailey was the kicker. Remember? Right? Wasn't he?
I think maybe for a game, yeah.
For a game, and then they signed somebody who got hurt. And let's see here, Dan Bailey.
No, it's Nick Folk who got hurt, and we signed. We didn't sign Forbath again because he was awful.
Yep.
So we signed some other guy. Hey, but Nick Folk has been really good. Our special teams.
Mike Nugent.
Nugent. Oh my God.
He was so bad.
And we had Marshall Newhouse, the God Squad.
Oh, I hate Marshall Newhouse so much.
But yeah, well, we just got to quickly talk about that. The first Cam interception, I mean, that was, again, we've already talked about this dude. Just throw over them to 6 for 5.
Oh my God.
The second one was god awful. What the hell was that?
He literally didn't read the route right. He was like, "Oh, throw to the inside." What are you doing?
A bad throw. It could not.
See, the thing is,
situation, and it could not have been a worse throw. I couldn't believe that when that happened. I was so disappointed, and we're very lucky to.
I screamed at the TV. I was like, "Oh, great! Wow, that's the one thing we really needed right now."
I was like, I'm ready for him to. I was like, leave.
But we still won. The defense, dude. What is wrong with our team? Whenever the offense is good, the defense sucks, and now the defense is popping off. And Timmy was literally horrendous.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Raiders.
Gilmore locked up.
He sucked.
Gotta keep feeding Harris. We gotta keep feeding Harris.
He sucked. Gilmore sucked.
Oh, Gilmore didn't.
He didn't do bad.
That fucking drive when he had the holding and then the
other
pass.
But after the Jason McCourty hold, it was already done. I was like, all right, they're gonna score.
But the first one, it was a 3rd and 3, and you just gotta be able to stay in front of him. You fucking double him if that's what it takes.
Wait, was that the pass interference, or was that?
No. It was
pass interferences. So they gave him another play.
That was stupid. That shouldn't have been. That
was terrible.
No, I don't think that should have been called on it. I think that should have.
No, they were both.
Hopkins initiated the contact though. I don't think that he should have gotten because once Hopkins interfered.
But Gilmore was excessive afterwards. I think it was fair to offset him.
He initiated the contact within the 5 yards, and then kept it, and then Gilmore extended further the contact afterwards. Yeah, so that was the right call.
He could have done worse. I'm saying he's gotten bad.
He could have done worse.
I mean, this is Dino. He's one of the best in the league.
Yeah,
he is probably.
He held him to 31 yards or something.
I think it's 55.
Yeah,
55, whatever, some really small amount. But
he's done a good job.
Penalty yards and then actual important.
55.
Jason McCourty had the killer because that was 4.
That was the bad one.
I didn't even know why they went for it, but they went for it, and then oh my god, that was a terrible penalty.
Oh, that pissed me off so much. And then we got into 3rd and 3, and Gilmore got the hold.
Yeah, that was terrible. Well, it was the other way around.
But we won,
or
so
3rd
we
and goal.
didn't complain too much. And this is so disappointing because if we had won that game last week, we would have been 6-5. The Colts are 7-4. The Dolphins are 7-4.
Then I'm saying we can make the playoffs. I would be completely on board, but now it's going to be still very difficult. We still have to make it over. Let's just say the Raiders and Ravens miss. Something let's just say that. Probably the Raiders now, they're 6-5, and the Raiders are probably going to lose this week. They might not have Lamar the next week, but we still have to be better than either the Dolphins, the Browns, or the Colts.
Dude, the last 3 games are going to be detrimental because if we can beat the Dolphins, we have a chance. If the Dolphins lose and we can beat them, we have a chance. But we have to win.
We have to start actually actively rooting for the Colts to lose.
Yeah,
let's do it.
They play the
hey, I'm all for the Colts
the Ravens.
losing.
We got to root for the Ravens to lose too.
They probably I mean, and the Raiders still. I mean, they're still, but
we have to root for us to win out at that point. There's no guarantee that we run.
Oh no, we can't lose another game. If we do, it's pretty much it's done. It'd be
I say we can lose one more.
Because
then we can go 9-7.
Yeah, but which of those teams is going to go?
Well, if it gets
Rams
extended to 8, it's possible it still gets extended to 8 if they move the.
Watch. It's going to be the Jets that we lose to.
Literally will.
Or it's going to be the fucking Chargers this week.
Oh god.
I mean, Herbert can go for 400 yards, 4 touchdowns.
He might. It's a 4 o'clock game. Yeah.
All right. Speaking of the playoff race, we have Dolphins Jets. Dolphins got the W very easy over the Jets, 20-3.
Game.
I don't really have much to say.
I
Fitzpatrick
didn't know
played.
wasn't going to play even, but
Fitzmagic, because 2 of us.
Yeah.
Fitzpatrick
played.
He did exactly what he needed to do, and
beat the
Jets.
Jets.
The Jets fucking suck, man. They're not going to win a game unless it's against us. We're the only team they could possibly beat.
I was the most accurate when predicting the Jets.
Wow, you're the least accurate in every other prediction.
We'll get to this, but actually, Nick, the Chargers.
Not the Colts.
The Chargers are still favored against us right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. Wait. What? Wait. Whoa. Pause. What?
Yeah.
They're favored. Because I couldn't find. I was just looking this up quickly because I didn't have a spread on Bleacher Report.
It's 2 points.
It's one. It's ranked. It's 1. They're favored by 1.
No, dude.
Why? Who cares? It doesn't change the impact. It doesn't actually impact the game.
It's basically just pick them at that point.
Well, now I want to pick the Patriots.
I know, same.
I'm gonna pick the Patriots. Okay.
I don't know.
No,
whatever,
dude, we're gonna blow our season.
Dude, I don't
What
even
is it? Is it
care.
Nosebleeds or the
we're not even good
Patriots?
anyway. I mean, I want us to make the playoffs and everything. You know, I'm not even root for us to lose any of these games, especially against good teams.
You know, I'm gonna pick the Patriots, but if we lose,
we're literally not even on the predictions part.
If we make the playoffs, we're playing the Chiefs or Steelers, and we're going to lose badly.
Shock the world! Shock the world! Damian Harris, Beastquake.
Throw Stidham
Get a shot and a half.
Throw Stidham in. Do you want to lose?
He needs a shot and a half of Hennessy and a bowl of Skittles before every game. And Damian Harris will run for 400 yards.
Well, I hope
that
we somehow could get to 6, and that 3 would be like Buffalo, and then we could beat them.
Then we can beat Buffalo, and then we just get bounced by the Steelers.
That would be amazing. Let's just.
If we get out of the first round, we're having a.
Hey, if we make the playoffs. Oh yeah, Nick, did you win this week?
In what?
So for that bet that we were gonna have from last episode.
What was it?
You weren't gonna make the playoffs in Sam's league.
They never agreed to this.
Yeah, and I said I would take it if I won the game this week.
Oh, and you might not win. You still might not win.
Yeah. Anyway, that doesn't matter.
Next game.
Next we have Falcons versus Raiders. The Raiders.
What the hell happened?
What the fuck happened?
What the fuck
happened?
Derek Carr turned into Peterman, and then they had to actually put Peterman in.
And then Peterman turned into Peterman.
The damage.
But
Carr played like anemically bad. The Falcons defense is fucking awful. What the hell?
He got mascara in his eyes.
Last week, he always looks like he has that. But if the Raiders, we were saying after that Chiefs game, which is the game they lost, how good they looked. 6-4. I was saying that they were better than the Browns. They were better than the Ravens. You have to move it back. Oh, no, there it goes. Wait, what is it?
Move it close. Still. Oh, it's coming in.
Wait, it's coming in.
Closer. More
move
up.
No, move it up. There you go. What was that?
It's Cole.
Oh, my.
Oh, what the?
Shout out, Cole.
Shout out to Cole. All right.
Me watching the Raiders play.
That's the Raiders. His team was we thought they were better than the Browns, better than the Ravens, as good as
I still think they are.
They could not have looked worse.
It was really
bad.
bad.
By Matt Ryan, who's becoming, I'm sorry I have to say, but he's actually starting to look like kind of washed a little bit. He can't throw deep at all.
Dang.
They have tons of weapons.
Wow, imagine having a quarterback who can't throw deep. Couldn't beat the Patriots.
We haven't, I mean, Brady couldn't throw deep last year. So.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And then Carr, just the worst pick 6 ever. It was a great play, but what is going on? They need to feed Josh Jacobs more too. He's a good running back. I don't know. Like they have
7 carries. What the fuck? My fantasy team does not approve.
Or something. And then
I don't think he did.
This was supposed to be the Raiders' return. John Gruden was proving everybody wrong, even though he's kind of like annoying and stupid. He was gonna be such a good coach when it came to actually being in the game and making decisions and motivating his guys that they were gonna make the playoffs.
Hey, I'll tell you, man.
No,
we didn't perform well, man.
Dude,
I'm all out on the Raiders after this performance.
I'm still in.
No, I'm still in on the Raiders. I'm still in.
No way. They're not making it over the Dolphins or Colts.
Hey, I'll tell you, man. We just gotta play better, man. We need Josh Jacobs to run the ball a little bit better. We have to be faster, man.
They play the Dolphins this year, so that'll be a very important.
Yeah, that'll be a big game. It's on.
I'm just checking for a better quarterback, man.
Week 16, so on Saturday. But I have 2 points now. Not only in the box score is Josh Jacobs listed as Joshua Jacobs.
Yeah.
And then he got 7 carries for 27 yards. And then I see the second place rusher is Nathan Peterman with
9
1
yards.
rush and 9 yards.
Yeah.
The GOAT.
Devontae Booker,
The GOAT.
literally a running back, had 5 carries and only 6 yards.
Oh, Booker.
I'm just saying Nathan
No,
Peterman had an 8.0 GPA. So I mean, what do you expect of him? Yeah, smartest man ever. 210
he
IQ.
did throw an interception, so there is some progress going on here. Maybe they should put him in next week.
He threw 5 touchdowns without throwing an interception.
Who do they play? They on a bye this week? I think they might be.
I think so.
Yeah, I believe they are. No, they're not. They play the Jets. They're gonna win.
Okay.
So this is actually a good game for them to get back on track and maybe. But that was just the most pathetic performance ever.
Oh, that was bad.
43-6 to one of the second worst team in the NFC. Maybe actually third. I think the Falcons might be
Third.
the Eagles. Yeah. The 2 worst teams in the NFC.
Maybe 4th. No, I'm saying the Falcons are better than the Giants too.
I don't think.
Yeah.
So.
The Giants almost lost to the Bengals, led by Brandon Allen.
Yeah, but the Falcons are terrible.
So are the Giants.
The Falcons have no defense, and their offense is okay.
The Giants have no offense, and their defense is okay.
Dude, literally the Falcons are terrible, but I'm not gonna rule out the Raiders completely yet. They just had an off week.
Yeah.
Literally everybody in the entire league has looked like a fraud at some point this year. So
Except the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And the Steelers.
Yeah.
I mean, I was never all in on Oakland. Las Vegas, but
Cowboys.
And the Saints.
I mean, they still won, but
the
still.
Saints never looked like. I don't. We'll get. Actually, they haven't played.
We'll get to them. Well, yeah, we will get to them. They're right up next.
They're right now.
So
they play.
we have the Saints. We have the Saints versus the Broncos. This was literally embarrassing.
It took 12 minutes for either team to record a completed pass.
The Broncos.
That's fucking embarrassing.
The Broncos.
1 for 9, 13 yards. Poor Kendall Hinton.
Like he threw more completions to the other team than his own team.
Do you remember the last
Ready?
time?
I'm gonna pull up these highlights just so I can see some of his bad
happened?
throws.
I texted these to you guys. Do you know the last time that happened that a team
Hold
had
on.
more completions to the other team? Guess the quarterback. He's
Ryan
terrible.
Leaf?
Yeah, Ryan Leaf in 1998.
I saw that, yeah. 1 for 4. He was 1 for 15 for 4 yards.
Jesus. That dude was one of
And
nine.
what's the last time a quarterback or a team went without a completed pass in the first quarter?
I don't even know.
2011, Tim Tebow with the Broncos.
Oh, jeez.
If you guys couldn't tell, John Elway's really good at knowing what a good quarterback is.
I mean, I wasn't
Paxton
expecting.
Lynch.
Oh, Nick's on mute because Andrew's talking in the background.
I would rather have seen John Elway get the fuck in there. He probably would have completed more
What's
passes.
that, Nick? I can't tell what that is.
You ready for this?
Yeah. Okay.
No.
What is it?
Okay, now I'm ready.
Oh no.
Wait, show it again.
Well, wait, hold on. I'm gonna go to a worse one because I'm just looking at all of his interceptions.
Oh, you're showing the
is this one? He's attempting a throw.
Let's be honest, y'all. I wasn't expecting much, but I mean, he could have at least completed 5 passes. He was a quarterback.
Yeah.
3,
in college.
literally complete.
He was
3.
a backup quarterback in college.
He started.
He was a backup. He was a backup to
They should've started
the guy
coach.
who's now the Georgia quarterback.
Dude, why wouldn't the NFL let them start the coach? He's literally a coach.
Because
Who
he's not
cares?
officially signed to the roster.
That's so dumb. The NHL literally did the same thing where their
Dog, why didn't they let him? Why didn't they move
won.
the game like they did with the?
Yeah, that's bullshit. They should have moved the game.
They moved
Yeah.
the Steelers Ravens.
That was
That's a bigger
embarrassing.
game. That was fucking stupid.
And literally, this is sad too because the Broncos were literally in contention to make the playoffs. They were 4-6.
Literally everyone's in contention to make the playoffs except the Jaguars and the Jets
Yeah,
and the Chargers
true,
and the
but-
Bengals.
they technically could have gotten in if they were trying to make a playoff
Oh
push.
yeah, no. And they have the tiebreaker against us for some reason, even though we beat
Yeah,
the Cardinals.
No.
To the Broncos, we could literally be 7-4. We're just as talented as the fucking Colts.
We could be 8-3.
We could literally be, but even if, yeah, it's bullshit. But anyway,
We suck.
But we're not because
But
we don't
do
have
we?
a good quarterback.
I mean,
That's the
if
question.
I were the
We
Broncos,
suck?
I would have tried to, on practice on Friday or whatever, just try to get everybody on the team and see how well each of them throw, all the offensive players. And look at this random wide receiver that's never played quarterback before is actually decent. He's going to throw, and he would go out there, let's say, I don't even really know any of the healthy receivers right now, but
KJ Hamler.
in
Jerry
a double
Jeudy.
pass play, who's your pass option? Is it
Jeudy,
him?
right?
It shouldn't be him anymore.
Jerry Jeudy, let's say Jerry, it could not have been worse. It literally couldn't have been any worse.
Jerry Jeudy
So
posted on Twitter. He was like,
He
"Yes, I
wanted
gotta
to
get
be
my
the
Lamar."
quarterback.
But he also had an injured ankle.
The Broncos tweeted at the Nuggets and asked if Jokic was available.
Jokic, that was the funniest shit.
I literally think he would have done better than this guy.
Yeah, probably.
No offense, he got out there, kind of like Nate Robinson.
Dude, wait, was it Quavo? Was it Quavo who wanted to play?
No.
Quavo, yeah, no.
Quavo, yeah.
Quavo.
I thought it was Future, but no, it was Quavo, yeah.
No, it was like Nate Robinson. He
man.
went out there and he didn't know what he was doing, and he looked like an idiot.
That was so funny.
Nate Robinson was worse, but
that's what I'm gonna do to Nick.
They could have
wait, what happened to Blake Bortles? Is he all four of their quarterbacks literally got COVID?
They signed someone.
They don't have COVID. They were just in close proximity.
What were they doing?
Even worse.
They all came back negative. They all came back negative today or yesterday.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god.
It's even worse because you'd think you wouldn't be so stupid as to have all of your quarterbacks in close proximity to each other.
Maybe they divided up at practice by position just to limit the amount of people on the field.
But then you have to do more divisions than that.
Maybe they carpooled.
About the Saints.
They carpool.
Is that okay?
Yes, these quarterbacks who make $300,000 a year are fucking carpooling to practice.
I mean, they might. I don't know. Probably not.
I highly doubt it.
But
I highly doubt it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's happened in NFL history.
Probably, yeah.
I don't think that these teams.
But best friends.
Also, these guys only got signed recently. I don't think Bortles is chums with Drew Lock either.
Yeah,
Bortles also Drew Lock is terrible, so it's a competition, low key. So they actually have beef. But
probably, yeah.
One point about the Saints is that if this defense, let's just say, I'm not trying to give them the Saints looked amazing. I mean, they did obviously because the quarterback was so bad. But I mean, if this was a terrible defense, you don't think he would have at least completed 5 passes? I mean, the Saints defense is actually really good. So that was part of the thing here. I mean, this is the one thing that's getting me to believe in the Saints more is that in other years, their defense has been fine, and pretty good, honestly. But the offense has been too.
Mario
Davis relying on their defense.
Mario Davis is really good.
Nick, what are you doing? What is going on? Oh god,
Doug, we're a mess.
I don't have any more points to make.
Dude, what are you?
I don't. All right.
Yeah, Demario Davis is really good.
Let me just say, the Saints defense looks really good. Their front seven is great. Cameron Jordan has just always been really good, and
Marshawn Lattimore had a good performance.
Yeah, well,
he's on and off, but once he's on, he's really on.
The Saints are probably almost certainly going to win the they're going to be the 1 seed.
Oh, NFC South, yeah, they're winning for sure.
Well, the 1 seed in the NFC period.
Yeah.
Hey, guess who predicted them to win the Super Bowl?
Wow, you're going to be wrong.
You predicted them to go to the Super Bowl. We all picked the Chiefs.
Uh-oh. Stuart, you're frozen.
Oh, not again. Oh, wait, I can hear you, though.
Okay, maybe you're just... Oh, no.
Okay, next game.
I think he's gone. No.
I can hear you. No.
Oh, okay. Wait. No, you're still here.
I can hear you.
All right. It's fine.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
It just says
this on the screen.
It says not responding, but I'm still in the Zoom meeting.
Let's just go, and then if you
I may have to leave and come back in 0.5 seconds. It will only take a second, but let me just.
Okay, so in the meantime, we'll do another bonus section.
Oh no, are we frozen again?
No, we're not going to the bonus section again.
I have one thing I want to say really quickly.
Okay, go. Fine.
Okay, big up to Sarah Fuller for being the first woman to kick to play a Power 5 snap in college football. All the people who are giving her shit for the kick, you guys are fucking stupid and you don't know how kicking works. It was clearly an intentional squib kick when the entire team ran to the right side. It was well executed, and Vanderbilt, who sucks at football, please don't hurt my admission to your school because I said you suck at football.
Wow.
It's just a fact. Jay Cutler went there. Big up Jay Cutler. And the guy who's the running back for Keyshawn Vaughn, he went there. He's a running back for the Bucs. He was a second-round pick. He's really good. But Vanderbilt sucks, and they almost got that squib kick as a recovery because it was a weird bounce. So that was a really good kick. And announced today, she will be kicking again this week. So big up to Sarah Fuller.
Let's go.
She also gave a speech at halftime. It was apparently a really motivational speech. Big up to her.
Did they win? Did they win the game?
Dog, they suck. They didn't put up a point. They're
Are
terrible.
you still here, Stuart?
Vanderbilt's terrible. Yes,
I don't even know what the hell's going on right now. It keeps telling me that Microsoft Windows is crap.
Just use this time to just join on your phone.
Yeah, they lost 40. They lost 41 to
nothing.
That
picture
Vanderbilt's
of me
terrible.
Edited onto that guy.
That's happened hundreds of times.
Yeah.
No, it's the guy who's looking sideways. Is like a historic figure.
Vanderbilt haven't
OG
beaten
Mudbone?
Maybe
Vanderbilt haven't beaten a Power 5 team since the 19th of October 2019.
I just ran my fingers across. Hey, wait a minute. Might be
And
working.
before that, it was.
Is it working?
Maybe. Possibly.
Oh my God, this is terrible. As far back as this goes.
What a fire
my computer, dude. This is not
Nick,
good.
to put into perspective how bad Vanderbilt football is, since September 2nd, 2017 to now, Vanderbilt, he's beaten one Power 5 school. And they've played 10, 20, 30, 32 teams. They've won once. They're horrible.
Well,
Nick, you're also. Oh, you're
well. No, you know what? Speaking of people who are horrible, let's move on to this horrible game between the 49ers and the Rams.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't Vanderbilt bad.
The offenses on both teams were literally horrendous. Like, I mean, the Niners, at least they have the running game.
Nick Mullins was decent. Deebo Samuel was awesome.
For Nick Mullins, he was all right, but
fine. Yeah,
Deebo Samuel, their run game was good. Mostert played pretty well. McKinnon got a couple snaps in there. He played pretty well.
16 carries for 43 yards and a touchdown. It's not that good
I mean, it's good for fantasy. Nick Mullins went 24 for 35, 252, and an interception.
Goff had a tough day.
Wait, Stuart, are you still there?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, now you're joining on your phone.
Hold on. Don't do it yet. All right.
Don't do what yet?
Yeah, I just don't. I mean,
the Rams are still good. I'm still in on the Rams. They're gonna make the playoffs.
Okay.
I'm still in on the Rams. They're not gonna win the division, but they're still gonna make the playoffs. You know, they're a good team.
Yeah. I mean,
Here, just fucking kick me out of the meeting or something.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Let me try and kick you. Which one are you though?
Whoa, this is so echoes. What?
All right, we're good. I just turned the thing off.
Wait, hold on. Everyone be quiet. Everyone be quiet. Are we good?
Oh. Are we good?
I still kind of hear it. I hear you.
Stuart, is your computer making noise?
My computer sucks.
This is so funny.
Which Stuart Brooks is the one on the computer?
Just kick them.
Pewter.
I'm gonna mute one.
No, we're good.
Stuart.
We're good.
Okay, I did it. It's the purple one. I'm kicking him. Bye, Purple Stuart. How do I remove?
We're good.
I'm gonna remove and report him. No, I'm kidding. I'm just removing him. Yes, I did it.
What's happening?
Let's go.
Windows is crashing, but Zoom isn't, so I can't access anything. But it's keeping me in the meeting because it's a separate application.
Yeah, I kicked you, so it's fine. All right. We were talking about 49ers versus Rams. It was a defensive battle of terribleness because both offenses were just god awful.
The Rams they lost, but that gave me a little bit of confidence in them because I know Jared Goff can have a good game, and their defense is just awesome.
Sucked so bad.
Their defense is just awesome, though.
Yeah. The Rams defense is great.
I mean, Deebo Samuel had a great game, but Jalen Ramsey can take out any wide receiver in the NFL.
Yeah, literally.
Aaron Donald's obviously just incredible, and it's just a good football team. They're pretty well rounded. McVay's an awesome coach, but yeah, we'll see what happens. 49ers are still in the playoff contention. They're still in playoff contention.
They might make it.
If they win out, they are gonna be in.
Well, if they beat the Cardinals right now, then they would be ahead.
Yeah.
They play the Cardinals in I think 2 weeks. So that's going to be a huge game.
Big game. Cardinals. I want to say one more thing about the Cardinals. As much as I want them to be ready right now, I think they're just one more year away because I'm pretty sure they're the most penalized team in football so far. It's tough. They draw too many penalties. It's an inexperienced team. Cliff Kingsbury needs to be, actually smart with his play calls. I love the air raid.
That penalty was bad.
They just need to get
Isaiah Simmons blew the game, bro. That was lit. Literally blew the game.
I will say, I loved that it happened. It wasn't a penalty.
No, it was bad.
Because they called. You know how we were talking we have a group chat. And we were talking about whether it was helmet to helmet or a hit after the play. They called hit after the play. I went back and looked.
It should have been helmet to helmet.
Yes, but
it was a penalty. They just didn't call the right one. That's the thing.
Yeah. So then, if because helmet to helmet is not a challengeable call, you can't challenge that. So if they'd made the correct call, we wouldn't have won that game, probably. We would have. Maybe we still would have. Because he would have been out of bounds, and we would.
Well, wait. How many yards is helmet to helmet? 15?
15, yeah.
Okay, then we would have won either way.
Well, that put us in field goal range with like 30 seconds left.
Oh yeah, but
then we just ran in
is the one that it should have been. They gave us hit out of bounds.
Well, but I'm saying they couldn't have if they'd given so let's say they hadn't given the hit after the play. You can't challenge a play and say that was helmet to helmet. Go review it.
Well, maybe they could have reviewed it,
but either way, it wouldn't have mattered because it's 15 yards each play. That's.
But no, I'm saying that they didn't call that. So because let's say they didn't call the hit after the play, they can't go back and be like, oh, we were actually wrong. It was really helmet to helmet. They can't do that.
But they called hit after the play.
Yeah, and that wasn't the penalty. But they called.
Wait, so who cares?
I'm not saying I'm saying that if they'd made that.
Wait, I'm saying either way it was a flag. It just depends on which one they called, and it doesn't matter.
But they weren't going to call the helmet to helmet because they called the hit after play.
Well, let's just say they called the helmet to helmet instead of the hit after the play.
Well, let's say they didn't.
What would that have
either.
Changed?
Nothing. But let's say they didn't call either, which would be.
Oh, so you're considering it from a perspective that the referees thought it was hit after the play or nothing.
And then if let's say they have some kind of thing where they go up to go to New York, which is where they do the referee headquarters.
Yeah.
And then let's say they put in the referee's ear. They say it wasn't hit after play. It was actually helmet to helmet. You can't go back and say we were wrong. It was helmet to helmet because helmet to helmet is not a challengeable call. So if they had that little earpiece to say that, then that 15 yards would have been taken off the board. We're not in field goal range. We have to make a big play. And I don't trust Cam to make that big play to get us in field goal range. We lose that game.
All right.
Or we at least go into overtime and then maybe have to flip the coin.
Yeah. Oh, God. Well.
So what I'm saying is we really had no right to win that game, but they also didn't have a right to win that game. It was
They blew it. They missed the field goal. Why are we back on the Cardinals and the Patriots?
We're just living.
Know. Because we were talking about the Rams and the 49ers. How they might
obviously.
be surpassed.
Yeah, I know, because NFC West. Yeah, okay, move on.
Speaking of the Patriots, they played the Chiefs last year, and guess who's on the Chiefs? And guess who it was on the Patriots last
53
year?
Players are on the Chiefs.
Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady, they faced off on Sunday
That was the
Night
fucking
Football.
Stupidest transition I've ever heard.
Chiefs versus Bucs, guys. I'm elite this evening. Chiefs versus Bucs. How is it this close? Patrick Mahomes was literally popping off, and then he was like, I'm going to drop it down from 80% to 50%.
Well, it wasn't really close.
And then,
it really wasn't that close.
Yeah,
it was 3 points.
The Bucs could have won that game.
Could they have really, watching the game?
Yeah.
Could they have won?
Brady, it was only 3 points.
Well, yeah, but, those points were largely at the end of the game there.
Brady, no, if the Chiefs hadn't gotten the first down on third down, they would have had to punt back to the Bucs, and they would have had a legit chance.
How much time would they have had? It was 24 seconds or something?
No, it was more than that. And they would have had some time because the Bucs didn't have any timeouts.
Oh, yeah, because they had the scramble out, bootleg left. It wasn't really a bootleg, but it was just a sprint out. To Tyreek Hill. Big up for my fantasy team. Tyreek Hill, 57.1 points.
Jesus.
PPR.
Oh my God.
Oh my fucking God.
Most in the PPR era since Jimmy Smith had 295 and 3 touchdowns.
It was 62.1 or something, right?
Yeah. And Jerry Rice once had a game with 225 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, 5 touchdowns.
That was crazy. Imagine it was fantasy back then. How many points do you think it would have gone? 75?
Well, let me tell you exactly how many. It was 225.
I don't know how many.
So that's 22.
How many receptions, though?
13.
Oh.
And then
oh, God.
6 times. Is it 7 or 6 for a touchdown in fantasy? 6?
Yeah.
So then plus 30. 65.5. Oh, my God. Imagine waking up, checking. What would you even have to check? Some guy would just call you and be like, oh, yeah, here's the result of all of your players. You just got scored 65.5 points on by Jerry Rice. Have a nice day. Big up Ronald Reagan. Hangs up the phone.
Oh,
and
my
then you
God.
just go cry into your coffee and cigarettes.
Oh,
dang. Wow.
Flash from the past.
Flash from the past.
Oh, my. Well, I think that pretty much sums up this entire game right there. What an analysis there from the 80s by Chandler.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Well, no, just one quick thing about the Bucs here. Two things. One, yes, they could have won also because there were 2 drives in the third quarter the Bucs had. Can you hear me okay? Am I good?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to talk closer to my phone. But the Bucs were driving, and they were in Chiefs territory. Brady threw 2 picks within the 40-yard line. Those are driving good result in points. The first one was a deflection, or maybe the second one was. One of them was a deflection, so it wasn't entirely his fault. But one of them was a fucking terrible throw and interception. I was looking. He's got 28 touchdowns, 11 interceptions on the season. That's pretty similar to the 2018 season, which he was solid in, but not as good as he had been in the past. That was like the beginning of a noticeable decline. So that's basically where he is now, because he's gotten even worse since then, but he has better weapons. So that's basically where he is. But I mean, I guess this is where we expected the Bucs to be, though, right? I mean, they have a very easy schedule to end the season. They got Atlanta twice. They're gonna win. They're gonna go 10-6 or 11-5. They're gonna be the 5 or 6 seed, which is what we expected. So I guess there's not much to really say. I definitely overrated them when they were 6-2. They could have been 7-1 even if they had just won that stupid game against the awful Bears.
Yeah.
Well,
they were excellent up until that Saints game. And then since then, they haven't really looked so good. So I still think they're going to make the playoffs. And I still would fear Brady in a playoff game if they can figure out the play calling and they can figure out the defensive play calling.
Okay, hold up. I heard something. Again, I watch a lot of the Pat McAfee show. Y'all know this. Something that's been circulating is, as much as we dislike this person. Yeah. So it's about Bruce Arians. So as much as we like, as we dislike both of these people, I wonder, because Brady has 1 more year in his contract. I wonder if he has the pull to bring in Josh McDaniels as his head coach, because he loves Josh. He loves Josh.
They would suck even more than they do right now.
But the question is, actually, would they? Because Josh McDaniels has so many weapons.
Yes.
No, he's going to be throwing stupid screen passes. No, I already know.
To Antonio Brown.
Dude,
okay, and
Brady is upset because he can still.
He wanted control and he's not getting it.
No, it's not that.
The absolute control. The absolute control will be able to pick your own head coach. Well, pick the guy that you won Super Bowls with. But you're not fucking getting Belichick out down there.
I don't even care, bro. If they take.
I would love them to take Josh McDaniels. Get him out of our hair. I want to see. I wouldn't mind seeing him do well, because I don't hate the guy. I just hate his fucking play calls when he throws screen passes to receivers who can't do anything. But you throw screen passes to receivers who can do things, and then you have fucking Mike Evans instead of N'Keal Harry as your deep threat, and then Chris Godwin and Antonio Brown as your
slot
inside receivers. Chris Godwin's a slot receiver, not Antonio Brown. As your receiver instead of Damian Byrd and Jacoby
Damian
Myers.
Byrd? You can't even say his name right. It's Damier Byrd.
Damier Byrd. He doesn't matter to me.
Right.
Wow.
And
Ruthless.
then Gronk again instead of Izzo and fucking
Cameron Braid, and have a good old line. They have a good running back.
What about Dalton Keene, though? He's fire.
He's injured.
He can play out of the backfields.
Great.
More than Devin Asiasi.
Have 1 catch this season combined between them. No, wait. Yeah, no, that's right. I don't think
Asiasi has 0 catches.
He has 0 catches and 0 yards.
Brady. Let's talk about Brady. Oh yeah. See, we saw last year. We've seen. He's definitely, as Belichick said, he's definitely he's a tough football player, but at this point in his career, he does not like to get hit. Like last year, this motherfucker threw away so many passes that he could have tried to at least sort of extend the play or maybe take an occasional sack. He did not want to get hit at all, and he still doesn't really want to get hit. But with Arians, as we've talked about, his play calling was all about the deep ball. And
deep throws.
And they have weapons to do it. I mean, it's not a terrible philosophy, because the NFL has a lot of offense and a lot of scoring, and they have great
Josh Allen.
But exactly, Brady does not. First of all, he does not want to throw the deep ball because he doesn't want to hold the ball that long. Number 2, he can't. I mean, he's better than Breeze, but he really isn't that good at the deep ball at this point in his career. So
it's about as good as Phillip Rivers is at it.
A little bit.
No, he's better than Phil Rivers. I mean, let's not diss the guy completely.
Just at the deep ball.
He's not that.
Phil Rivers can barely throw 20 yards.
Brady can barely throw 30 yards.
He can throw 35.
This would be a much better offense with McDaniels, just because McDaniels would build it around Brady currently. He'd say,
that's my point.
Yards after catch, check downs, which I know people are like, oh, that's cheap. Who cares? You're trying to win the game.
Yeah,
He's a great
So I'm gonna tell you I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen.
Dude, the entire Ravens offense is cheap. That's literally just a scrambling quarterback cheesing it every play. You can't say a check down's cheap and say that Lamar Jackson and the Ravens offense.
See, people who actually understand football, no one says a check down is cheap. That's just a stupid
I know.
Armchair general manager thing to say. But armchair coach, armchair GM is the actual term. But so I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen. Brady has 2 years in his contract, 1 year after this one. They're going to get knocked out after the wild, or they're probably going to win against whoever the NFC East representative is, and then get bounced in the divisional round. And then Brady's going to be like, I could retire, or you could go get me Josh McDaniels. And then they're going to be like, well, we kind of have to keep Brady because, we don't want fucking, I don't even know who their backup is. We've said it a couple times.
Gilbert. No. Damn it, that's with the Cowboys.
Oh, no, I'm talking about coaches, my bad.
What's his name?
Blaine Gabbert.
Blaine Gabbert, yeah.
Oh,
we don't want Blaine Gabbert playing on our football team. So we're going to go get Brady, his head coach. They're going to buy out Arians. They're going to bring McDaniels in. They're probably going to bring in some other defensive coordinators.
Imagine they bring in Patricia.
There's no way. Their defense is awesome right now. There's no way.
Oh yeah, they would fire.
They're gonna keep fucking Byron Leftwich, who's actually pretty good.
Yeah, Todd Bowles is a good defensive coach.
Yeah, he's a good defensive coach. He was just a terrible
great player too. He just wasn't. He did lead the Jets to 6th record.
Yeah, but that's what's gonna happen.
Even going back to the point of they wouldn't get Belichick, I don't even think they would want Belichick because I think that's the main reason Brady left.
Well, of course, but if Brady's like, get me Belichick, they're going to try to get him Belichick.
Yeah, but Brady wouldn't want that.
No way.
That would just be New England 2.0. Why not just stay here?
Because it's warmer down there. There's no state tax. There's no sales tax.
And Chris Godwin.
Damn it, Tom! You had to give in for the cheap little value of state tax.
Yeah, my bad. He's made hundreds of millions of dollars in his career. Maybe. He's not a billionaire yet. He might be at the end of his
Him and
career.
Giselle combined probably are.
Probably, yeah.
We'll probably get
they probably are because she has more money.
She makes a lot of money.
She's one of the most well-paid supermodels ever. So probably.
So let's say they're making.
I think he should retire.
But I think he should have retired after.
Come back to New England, please.
I think we're a year. I don't mind him getting the touchdown record. He's gonna put. I think Breeze might be done after this year too. Honestly.
Yeah.
And he's putting distance now between the two of them. But we're a season away from AB getting into another scandal and leaving. Them going into
Chris Godwin maybe leaving in free agency this year.
Yeah, them not having as good of an offense next year or kind of stagnating. Brady being worse and then still having an unresolved situation with the coaching. We're getting into a potential 2015 Peyton season. And I do not want to
I don't want to see that.
Brady, we're already seeing shades of it. The last 2 years, he's thrown many poor interceptions. Last year, he threw 2 really bad ones. I remember one against the Bills in the end zone, which is just a terrible throw. And then this year, he's had a couple really bad reads and bad throws. So we're a season away. What if he had no weapons and that was just the norm and he was uncomfortable? Like, it's gonna. I don't want to see Brady benched. Like, come on now.
He might throw 20 touchdowns, 23. He might have rookie Peyton Manning stats. He's not gonna have like it was 23 touchdowns, 25 picks. I could see that happening if Bruce Arians is still the head coach and they only have Mike Evans as their only dominant wide receiver.
Brady.
What happens? Oh, sorry, I'm talking. Whenever I talk, we can't hear Stuart, so that's my fault. Go ahead.
I just wanted to say there's no shame in how he's playing. He still has decent numbers, and he's
still top 7 quarterback in production.
He's still solid, and there's no shame in how he's playing. He's playing a lot better than Peyton did when Peyton was 38. So,
Yeah. But I will say, what if Brady stays next year? And what if he goes to another team after that on a 1-year deal? Do you think he'll go that long?
No way.
Where would he go? Imagine he comes back?
He could. You never know.
Mahomes, what's going to happen? Mahomes gets hurt in week 1 against the Patriots, just like Brady did. And then they're going to sign Brady, and he's going to win a Super Bowl with the Chiefs. That's what's gonna happen.
That would just be stupid.
If that happens, I'm gonna pull a Chris. If that happens, I want this sent to ESPN, and I want a fucking job there.
Brady might not be amazing, but like think about it. Like there are many teams in the league right now that rather have him than their current quarterback, including
For sure.
You know what's a good one? The Bears.
The Bears.
Who are
I was thinking
next?
about probably the Vikings too. I'm just going to
The 49ers.
The 49ers. The
Cowboys.
The Jets, in theory.
Belichick was really trying to risk it all.
Every NFC East team would rather have Brady. I mean, I'd probably rather have Dak, but he's injured.
Imagine Brady with the Eagles. That must be awful. That would be terrible.
That'd be terrible.
He would literally quit
He gets sacked
mid-season.
like 11 times.
Maybe wait a minute, San Francisco, because Garoppolo is terrible.
Imagine
Brady going back to his hometown.
Yeah, I know.
I could see it.
That's a possibility.
Kyle Shanahan, a guy who is, I think, would be way better for him than Arians.
But they have no weapons. They have George Kittle. That's it.
Deebo
Samuel and Brandon Ayuk, they're both very solid.
Yeah, Brandon Ayuk's an animal.
We're talking about a hypothetical season or two.
And let's be honest, probably like a big free agent will go there as well if Brady signs.
They'll probably fucking bring Antonio Brown.
Yeah, Tommy's a little bitch boy. Just carry him, following him around.
It's just he's redundant. There's no need for him. They already have two very solid wide receivers and
he's doing really well though.
He's doing fine. He's very efficient. He's great, but they don't need him. He's redundant. What they need is a slightly better O-line and better defense. Not another wide receiver.
A.Q. Shipley having his career-ending injury. A.Q. Shipley having his career-ending injury is not going to help.
Nope. Well, we just talked about the Bucs for like 20 minutes. So what's the next?
Yeah. So now I was trying to.
Yeah, I know. Let's
kind of.
Let's move along now to the Bears after going on that huge rant for about 20 minutes.
Sucks.
Packers, Bears, Packers. Yeah, Packers win 41-25. Yeah, the Bears are awful.
If your name is Mitchell Trubisky, you should never be throwing the ball 46 times in an NFL game. You shouldn't be throwing the ball 46 times in a college game.
You shouldn't be throwing the ball 40, or you shouldn't be throwing the ball, period, anymore, honestly. Let's just well, hold on. He threw 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, but
and 2 interceptions.
Same
numbers as Brady, pretty much.
But it's a completely different
he stat padded at the end of the game.
Yeah.
They were
nice. There we go. That's what we like to see. Pad those stats.
Yeah, look at
10, and then he led 2 touchdown drives.
Let's go. Dual threat Trubisky for 3 carries for 11 yards. Woo! This is the future, Mister. I didn't know what the fuck a hard count was coming into the NFL. That's a true story. He was the second overall pick, and he didn't know what a hard count was.
That's bad.
Most of his production was stat padded. He was very below average when it mattered at the beginning of the game. Rodgers just roasted. I got to give it to Rodgers. I mean, the Bears defense is good, and Rodgers cooked them.
So good.
Rodgers is definitely second in the MVP race.
Okay, how if you are first off, if you're the Bears GM, if you're the Packers GM, you're getting fired after this year, just because you didn't.
You literally blew a chance at a Super Bowl. If you had traded for or signed a wide receiver or drafted
Brandon,
you literally would have been contenders.
It's okay. So if you are the GM there, Aaron Rodgers has 3 more years in his contract. I'm pretty sure after this year.
Yeah,
he's good enough to play all 3 of those years. What do? Do you trade Jordan Love for like a 3rd round pick? Because that's what you're going to get for him.
No.
I guess you just try your best.
You can't. Jimmy G. Pull a Jimmy G.
Jimmy G wasn't a 1st round pick.
But still.
You don't keep a 1st round pick.
Jordan Love is not recognized as a 1st round pick when we've had Burrow, Tua, Herbert all picked before him, and they're all popping off.
That's just
He's kind of
absolutely
disregarded.
unfair. That's absolutely unfair. I don't think he should have been a 1st round pick, but that's just still unfair to say that he doesn't warrant a 1st round pick when he was drafted as one. And he hasn't he hasn't shown us anything to say that he isn't a 1st round pick talent. It's not his fault that the 2nd best quarterback in football is he's holding the clipboard for him.
Dude, I would hold him again next year. Who knows? What if Rodgers gets sacked and breaks his leg and he ends his career? You have your replacement right there.
Well, I think that they're going to keep him, but you have if you get an offer from, let's say the Broncos say Drew Lock sucks. We'll give you Drew Lock and a 3rd round pick for Jordan Love. I'm taking that if I'm the Packers.
Why would they offer that?
What?
Because Jordan Love has a lot of potential. Sorry. He was getting a lot of Mahomes comparisons. I didn't think he was that good, but he has He
quarterback.
has a crazy
Whoa.
good skill set.
Drew
It's a
Lock
crazy
was
good
getting
skill.
Mahomes comparisons?
No, Jordan Love was.
Oh, I was like, whoa. Slow down.
Drew Lock was getting Brett Favre comparisons. That's what he was getting.
I don't know what to yeah.
Because that's a dilemma.
They need another.
There's also first round quarterback money in the draft isn't cheap.
Yeah, he's gonna cost what? He's probably on 20.
He costs money. I wonder what his yearly salary is. Let me look it up.
Probably not that high, but I'm sure it's something. It's not nothing. It's not a minimum.
Yeah, it's enough to maybe consider trading him to get a free agent wide receiver.
Yeah, what they're doing is not what at least what it looks like they're doing is not.
He is making.
They're doing
6 million dead cap. Yeah, it's $6 million in dead cap if they trade him.
That's a lot.
But it's only 2 on their book right now. Oh, signing bonus. His base salary is less than $1 million.
What they are doing, they're doing an Aaron Rodgers, which is I guess they're grooming him under Rodgers.
Yeah.
I mean, by all accounts, it doesn't seem like the relationship between Rodgers and Favre was like incredible or anything, but it was good enough, and he learned a lot. And as soon as Rodgers came in, he was amazing. Yeah, basically from day one.
And he won a Super Bowl within 2 years, right? Yeah, or 3 years.
Yeah. So I guess that's what they're doing with Love, I assume. But
Love's not that good though. He's not that
Speaking
good. Rodgers has like 5 more years if he wants it.
Right.
Yeah. Speaking of quarterback dilemmas, a much worse one than Green Bay. We're gonna move on to the last game that we have here. The Eagles versus the Seahawks. The Seahawks win 23-17. The Eagles, bro, this is horrendous.
Jim Schwartz is the stupidest man in football. He went out of his way to say that DK Metcalf isn't as good as Megatron, and then that pissed DK Metcalf off enough to break his all-time yards record and go 100, not Megatron's, DK's himself. 10 receptions for 177 yards. Again, my fantasy team is very happy. Thank you, Jim Schwartz. You're fucking stupid. Why would you say that when you're the defensive coordinator for the Eagles?
Yeah, what?
Suck, you're 3-7 now.
Literally asking for it.
He did say today that he didn't mean it like that.
I don't care.
But
too late now. You literally said it, and then he popped off, and he's like, I didn't mean it that way. Please don't hate on me.
Flip Saunders. He was this is for Stuart. He was the coach of the Sonics when Jordan played them in the finals, right? And he didn't give him a handshake, or it was George Karl. Yeah, George Karl didn't give him a handshake, and then Jordan went for like 40 the next game. That's enough to piss great players off. Going out in the media to say that is not a smart thing to do.
Well, that's sad.
Yeah,
it's not even the biggest problem with the Eagles right now. The biggest problem is that Carson Wentz needs to be quite logically evaluated immediately. What the hell is going on? He's terrible. I was all in, but I was pretty much in on him. We saw how he was amazing in 2000, like borderline incredible.
So good.
He was so good. He looked like he fucking prime, like Favre at his very best. Like he looked, he wasn't making a lot of mistakes. He had a big arm. He was confident. He was like so amazing. And even last year, with all those non-weapons, he still looked like, he's carrying these guys. And I was like, now he's got some weapons. He's going to get out there. And I know the O-line's injured. I know that the culture's not great. There's so many factors that are bad. Don't get me wrong. We all acknowledge that. But at the end of the day, when you're on the field, you're dropping back, you're making the decision in that moment. And he just has an inability to make good reads. He cannot make a good read at all. He holds onto the ball way too long. That was just the worst interception ever.
Oh my God.
2 problems here, and Donis pointed this out. Why the fuck are you going for it? You're down 11, kick the field goal and make it a 1 possession game. No, let's go for it on 4th and 4 with the offense that's had 150 yards. That's a good idea. On our one good drive the second half. I guess it was a miscommunication. That was literally the most unclutched throw of all time. They lost the game off the that. It just I don't know what's going on. I think it's just maybe he's. I don't want to say he's underconfident because of his injury, because if that were the case, then he'd be really stiff, and he's not really that stiff in the pocket. So I guess it's just at this point he started the year kind of rough, and it's just gotten worse. There's no way Doug Peterson and Howie Roseman will be fired at this point, and maybe
I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised if they, if I'm the Eagles, once we're officially out of the playoff contention, because it's not a question of if anymore, it's a question of when. Let's be honest.
Who's the worst? The Eagles or the Cowboys? The Cowboys with Dak would be better.
Cowboys.
Without
Cowboys with Dak would probably win that division.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's
Throwback to when
Yeah, I
everybody
guess I'll go
harassed
with the
people,
Cowboys.
myself included,
For
for
now,
saying
the Cowboys.
that Dak was better than Wentz.
Oh my God. Well, wait.
But no.
All right. Anyway.
One more.
Yeah,
thing.
keep going.
Once the Eagles are out of playoff contention, I'm benching Carson Wentz and I'm letting Jalen Hurts see what.
I'm just gonna do it now. I just do it.
He had that one throw. I thought that they were gonna keep Wentz out for the rest of the game already in the first quarter. He wasn't terrible at that point in the game, but he's not. I don't know why it happened, but he's just not good anymore.
Dude, the thing is, I saw this
thing. It's an offensive line thing. It's a weapons thing, and it's a mental thing. He doesn't have, it's becoming like Ryan Leaf level bad in terms of he has all the physical traits.
He cannot make the read.
He has all the physical traits. It's Jamarcus Russell, basically.
Yeah.
Dude, literally the thing I saw on Bleacher Report is that Carson Wentz is mentally destroyed.
Right.
His confidence is. You guys were saying it earlier in the year. He's having confidence issues. Now at this point, I think it's just ruined his career. I don't know if he can come back.
He needs a new city. He needs to wear.
I don't even think that's going to fix things as completely. He's never going back.
Hey, I'm just saying. I would still probably take him over Cam. I would comfortably take him over Cam.
Yeah. But
hey, at the end of the day, just be on football. This dude, let's say, everything doesn't go right. He goes to another team, is terrible. He's still making $109 million.
I know. Yeah, he's fine.
I don't feel too bad for him, but that's tough. He looked like he was a future all-time great in 2017, and since then, it's just a slow decline, and now a quick decline to failure. Damn. Well, I was really hopeful in him too.
We'll be able to continue with the Eagles and Carson Wentz in the questions from the Nosebleeds segment, because we have a lot of questions surrounding the NFC East and the Eagles specifically.
That wasn't the pop culture episode.
What?
This is gonna be like a 2-hour episode.
Let's speed it up a bit.
Let's dive into the questions from the Nosebleeds. Okay, so we have a question from Chris. It was listed as he gave us statements, but I'm going to turn it into a question. Is Carson Wentz the worst quarterback in the NFL?
No.
Is it all not Doug's fault?
He's
no and no.
When it comes to, regardless of his situation and talent, when it comes to his actual play on the field, his performance has been bottom 3 in the league as a starter this season.
Bottom 3? Who are the
Cam?
Who are the only ones? Cam, Drew Lock, Nick Foles.
I don't think he's been worse than better than Lock. Lock has more touchdowns and more wins. I don't know about that. Wentz has got, I think, 15 touchdowns and 16 interceptions. And 3 wins against terrible teams. He's lost games to the Giants. He tied against the Bengals, who even with Burrow aren't very good. Now
is when they were relatively healthy too.
Yeah.
Also, do you think that Sam Darnold's better than him? Sam Darnold is not better than Carson Wentz right now.
I think he is.
He put up 3 points.
I think he is.
Performance, though, I do agree. Okay, bottom 5, but
bottom 5.
I don't think Drew Lock's the worst stuff. Drew Lock, that's
no.
Is he better than the Red Rocket?
That doesn't count because
he's not a starter.
Oh man!
Well, he's starting right now.
But he's not
I guess Locke has been pretty fucking.
That's like being like, oh yeah, is he better than Brandon Allen?
I'd say he's worse than Locke too. So let's say he's bottom 5.
All
right, bottom 7. But that's still not all Doug's fault. He's supposed to be a top 10 quarterback.
Yeah, and it's not all Doug's fault either. It's on Carson Wentz at this point too.
It's a lot of his fault.
Yeah, a lot.
If one thing to blame for the Eagles' struggles, it's him, and then Wentz probably second or third. But if it starts at the top, not bottom. Yeah, and then I'll take that back. I don't think so.
The 3 most important people in that organization are the 3 biggest problems, and that's a bad thing if you're an Eagles fan.
Did you hear the owner walked out of the practice? Like he was disappointed.
That's their
Oh, no.
organization is just
Oh no, my
a
profits are going to
dumpster
be
fire.
marginally affected by this. Oh no.
All right. Next question from Ethan: Carson Wentz versus Jalen Hurts. Who's better? Well, actually, not who's better. Who's more qualified to start right now? I should say.
It still has to be Carson.
Yeah. I mean, Jalen Hurts that was a reach in the second round. At least
Yeah.
I want them to play him, but only once they're out of the playoffs.
Just see who got, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess Wentz.
It has to be Wentz, though.
It's kinda hard
I appreciate that there's even a discussion at this, but it has to be Wentz.
That's oh my God. Yeah.
It's kind of crazy, but all right. Next question from Ethan also: who clinches the NFC East?
It's either
Football
be
team
Washington or the Giants. And now if
I think it's
Jones. Who do they play this week? They play the Seahawks. They're gonna lose even if they did have Daniel Jones. But I guess it's gonna be one of those teams. It's not gonna be the Cowboys.
Dude, Antonio Gibson deserves a monument next to Lincoln if they make the playoffs this year.
It's gonna be the okay. I just want to see the schedule real quick. Washington football.
Yeah, it's winnable. They have the
Oh my God, really? I tried to put football team and it brought up the other name.
Well, boo Google.
Boo.
But anyway, let's see. They play.
And then I'll pull up the Giants.
Did you mean? It just gave me the fucking schedule. That's messed up. All right, they play the Steelers, the 49ers, the Seahawks, the Panthers, the Eagles. They might lose 4 of those games.
That's probably 1 and 4. But the Giants have the Seahawks, Cardinals, Browns, Ravens, and Cowboys. That also might be 1 and 4.
We're gonna go 1 and 4.
I mean, we all knew it was gonna be like a 6-10 max.
One of those teams is gonna win 2 games.
And they're gonna win at 6-10.
The winner's really gonna go 6-10. I can't believe this. It's really gonna be a 6-10.
It's really gonna happen.
This is like a 30-win team. This is like a 30 and 52 win team making the playoffs in the NBA. Like, that's how bad.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This is bad.
Serious
right
now?
I mean, it'll be interesting to see
the divisions in the future. Make them a little beher for like position.
Yeah, honestly, there should be a shuffle at this point because this is horrendous.
I mean, I'm all for just the complete shifting of the AFC and NFC into an Eastern and Western conference.
Yeah, no, I've never really
because I understand why, because AFL, but they should do that because also like with the whole like COVID stuff, gas is not like it's cheap now, but it's not gonna be in the near future. Yeah, it just makes logistical sense, and it allows for more expansion because then you can expand from like Arizona and all those. You can expand to like Mexico City from that point. You can go into Toronto if they're playing teams from, I don't know, if they're playing the Lions, the Bills, and I don't know, somebody else, the Colts or something. Like that's feasible. It just makes more sense. It never made sense to me until I learned about the AFL stuff. That the Jets and the Giants aren't in the same division, and the Cowboys are.
The only one that makes sense is the NFC North because they're all like around the Great Lakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because that was the NFC Central with the Bucs and someone else.
Yeah, like it should be the Patriots, the Jets.
I just want to also put out there that the Colts have more recently won the AFC East than the Bills have. Put that out there.
Yeah, the AFC South then should be like Dolphins, Titans.
I'm gonna talk about
Bucs,
this later on the
Saints
in the bonus section. But there was a time where I have this game that has a bunch. It's from like the 90s or something, around there with like it's Monopoly but with NFL players. They have the Arizona Cardinals are in the NFC East.
Nice.
Seattle
used to be in the AFC.
New Orleans Saints are in the NFC West.
Until when? When did Seattle go to the NFC?
96, I want to say.
Yeah, it took. I mean, the current way they have the divisions now started when the Texans came to the league in 2002.
Which was 2002.
Yeah.
All right. We're getting off topic now. Let's get back on.
Yeah, let's go back. It was the other one. The Carolina Panthers were in the NFC West, and the Arizona Cardinals were in the NFC East.
Oh, wow.
That's terrible.
All right. then another question from Ethan that asks, are the Packers good enough to make a Super Bowl push? We were actually talking about this previously. Yeah. I think they can make a push, but they're not going to win.
They're not going to do it, but they could.
Because they don't have a wide receiver core.
I mean, they do.
Hasn't stopped them yet.
That's it.
I mean, Rodgers does enough with what he has, and the Patriots made the Super Bowl in 2018. Who was our best receiver? Edelman, kind of old, and like Chris Hogan, who was doing nothing. Like, you know, they have a good
MVP though.
You can make the Super Bowl with wide receiver is a very important position, but it's definitely not a top 3 most important. Probably the least important position, to be honest.
Yeah.
Running back.
Running back.
Most replaceable. Also, completely, we're going to get off topic again, but Christmas Day games just dropped for NBA. Really? Celtics are playing the Nets at 5 p.m.
Oh, wow.
Pelicans, Heat, Warriors, Bucks, Nets, Celtics, Mavericks, Lakers, and Clippers, Nuggets. Those are 5 good games. All right, move on.
Looking forward to that. Just real quick. I don't see why the Packers couldn't, just because who's better than them other than the Saints?
Yeah, really just the Saints, Bucks maybe on any given day. Really, you could argue that all 7 teams in the playoffs could win the NFC, except whoever comes out of the East.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 6 out of the 7, or maybe 7 out of the 8 if they move it to.
Hey, even if the football team gets in, I'm a big football team guy. They could win. They could run the table, man. At 6-10, they would still not have a winning record, even if they won the Super Bowl.
They'd be 10-10. That would be pathetic.
Yep.
No, they wouldn't, because they would get a first round bye. They would be 9-10.
No, you don't get a first round bye. You just get home.
Oh wait, no, I'm an idiot.
Yep,
well,
you are.
Next, we have the last question from Jack that asks, "What was the Patriots' worst loss of the season?"
Worst loss.
49ers.
See, my gut says PTSD, Broncos, though.
Broncos is bad. 49ers is brutal.
Well, our worst loss probably should have been the Jets.
The most demoralizing. This is good lighting. I like this because my computer's here. The worst loss was the 49ers, just because like we're at home, we were favored. We just come off that loss to the Broncos, right? Or was that after?
Yep.
Which game was first? Oh, okay. But like we were still like, oh, that was a tough loss, but we can get them. You know, it's okay. And then we just got roasted. We got 4 interceptions. That was the most that was when I don't want to say I gave up, but like I was like, this team is not like that good, even if we push it to the playoffs somehow. And that's where we still are now. But to me, it's the Texans game, because that makes it very difficult now for us to make it.
I actually forgot about that.
I think it's
we had won that game. We are right now. It would be a much better position because we'd be 6-5.
I'm still gonna say it was the Broncos.
Yeah, the Broncos, the Bills. The Bills was also bad because it was so brutal. It was such a
the Seahawks was also pretty bad.
What? Well, speaking of that, let's use that noise to transition into our predictions for the week.
Dude, you are not on it today. You are not.
Oh my god, the fantasy update, bro! Come on,
let's do the fantasy update. Very quick. Dude, I will be so quick. All
right, Stuart, you read the records while I'm looking up the fantasy team because my phone takes 10 hours to load.
I already have fantasy up. I'll just do it.
Okay, go.
Okay, so we got this week we had me versus Stuart, where I won 106. Well, I'll just round up 168 to 150. Big win for me because I had Mahomes, Derrick Henry, Will Fuller, T.J. Hawkinson, and Robbie Anderson. My team's so good.
My team won, but I still fucking lost.
So this game.
Wait, you won?
I won.
So it's over. I made the playoffs.
I don't know. I think it would be cool.
No, because you're gonna lose. Because you're gonna lose.
No. Well, actually, say the score because I forgot about the Ravens game.
No, listen to this, dude. If you lose and I lose, then we're both 4-8. And if I beat you, then I have a better record than you. So I'll make it. And if also Chris.
Well, you know what?
No,
Dance.
I don't know what happens then. I guess.
Okay, so then let's just do this. So this is a big week for Nick. So we have Andrew versus Chris.
That's the light switch.
So Andrew has all done his players. His players all sucked except for Tyreek Hill and the Saints defense. He ended up with 123.7 points. Now Chris currently has 99.9 points, but he has Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh defense. He's currently projected to win by 1.1 points. I think he's going to win by more than that, so that makes it very difficult. Yes, he will. Ben
Take the L,
Roethlisberger.
Chris.
No, Chris, 12-4 Lions. He's going to come in clutch. That should be his fantasy name. It should be 12-4.
Yeah, well, honestly.
Okay, and then this one, another big game. So we've got Pietro, who is currently leading the league. He has 113.2. And then Nick is his players are all done with 120.8.
Nick, your volume isn't even on.
So
then
Pietro still has Justin Tucker. And
yeah, you were.
Nick is currently projected to win by 0.6 points.
Ooh.
Justin Tucker is projected for 7.1.
Well, I also have Tucker.
He has actually only gotten less than 7.1 twice this year. So I don't have a good feeling for Nick, because also I feel like the Ravens are going to be stopped a lot short for field goals, and he'll probably hit a couple 50-yarders. So I'm going to say that Nick loses, Chris wins, which will put everybody, let's say if that all happens, Pietro will be 8-4, I will be 7-5, Andrew will be 7-5, Chris will be 5-7, Nick will be 4-8, and Stuart will be 4-8. So then it is.
Whoa! So you're just doing best case scenario for you if I lose?
No,
what if
I'm
I
saying
win?
This is what I think is going to happen.
There's no way you can make it over Chandler. There's no need to.
No, I don't care about Chandler.
I'm not worried about
I don't care about Chandler. But Chris is going to be 5-7 if he wins?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's 4-7 right now.
No, but if he loses,
no. Wait,
because four teams make it.
Who's Chris playing next week? Who's Chris playing next week?
That's a good question. Let me look it up.
Please.
He is playing Pietro. I was going to say if it was me, I would intentionally rest all my players.
So if he loses,
okay. I'm glad it's not Chandler.
Then what?
I wouldn't actually. So the next week's matchups are me versus Andrew. Winner of that gets the 2 seed. So that's a big game. It actually doesn't matter because we're going to play each other anyway. So it literally doesn't matter.
That'll be good. Yeah.
But then we have Stuart versus Nick, who very well could both be 4-8.
Look at Nick, bro. He's so inspirational. He's not even on camera.
Look at Nick, man. So inspirational. Oh, what a guy.
Yeah,
he's sad now.
Don't even be on your own podcast. Yeah, we just do all the work.
Yeah, let's go. I come up with all the ideas, Stuart, and I have all the good takes, and then Nick just talks about Stidham. Okay, and then we got Pietro and Chris. So Chris might be 5-7. Let's say he's 5-7, and then them two are 4-8. Chris is gonna have to lose, and then the winner of your game it'll go to points, and then who has more points between you three? Nick has a lot of points, Chris doesn't, and you don't. So. I did have a lot this week, so I could catch. Nick is currently ahead by 200.
Oh, then it'll be very difficult for me to come back.
Nick has more points than I do.
So Nick's gonna make the playoffs then, unless
Chris beats Pietro.
I need the W this week.
Yeah, Stuart, it's all in your hands. You cannot make.
Yes.
Well, you could make the playoffs.
You can kill my playoff hopes.
No, Stuart could also make the playoffs, because if he goes 5-8, you go 4-9. Chris goes 5-8. Stuart is currently, not including this week, behind by 5 points with Chris. And I expect him to be about 20 points ahead after this week. Maybe 15.
I can't believe this. I'd give it up.
Stuart could still make the playoffs. This is huge. This is a close league. It just shows how well Pietro, me,
let's go.
Andrew drafted, and how terribly you guys drafted.
The 6-person league came in clutch. Let's go.
I don't know.
My draft was so good.
Nick drafted well. He just didn't have the right games in the right week.
Nick, you even had a good trade with me. And also, I'm just going to mention that I have Christian McCaffrey coming back this week. Even though Will Fuller is suspended, I have Christian McCaffrey coming back. He has a bye this week.
Dude,
but I don't need to win this week.
I fleeced you. And if I make the playoffs and I play you, you will be fleeced.
Hey, how many points did Dalvin Cook and Tyler Lockett put up this week combined? 15.7.
Okay, but Dalvin Cook's been amazing for like 6 weeks, and McCaffrey has had one game.
And I got Tyler Lockett.
Hey, yeah, let's see how well you guys do in the playoffs. Oh, wait, you're not going to make the playoffs.
I will. I will make the playoffs, and I hope I play you in the finals and I beat your ass.
No, you're not going to – you're not even going to get out of the first round. No, you're not even going to make the playoffs.
I will make it out of the first round. I'm playing – if I play you, I hope you get the number 1 seed. I'm cheering for you. Go Chandler. Hashtag go Chandler in the comments. Hashtag go Chandler in the comments. Then Chandler can get the number 1 seed. I will beat his ass first round, sweep him out of the carpet. Christian McCaffrey puts up 5 points. Dalvin Cook puts up 46. Tyler Lockett puts up 37. I move on. I win the championship as the number 4 seed. I am the Washington football team. Nobody
gonna
can
be
question
Pietro.
me. I
His
win.
team's the best.
Yeah, Pietro's team is disgustingly good.
Yeah, he's gonna win the league. But this is all Nick's fault. All right, tough point of view. All
Well,
right,
I'm speaking of
He's been on how many episodes has Pietro been on?
one.
Yeah, he's been on one episode and he's gonna win the Nosebleeds fantasy. Great job, Nick. You're awesome at this.
Damn it. Well, if I lose, I'm cheering for anybody else. Well, actually, no, we're not going to diss Pietro like that. But let's be honest. Does he even watch
He's
this?
He's a Bears fan. He needs all the winning that he can get right now.
Right? They went from 5-1 to 5-6. So
Okay, predictions. Move on.
Let's go,
You suck.
Stuart.
You're terrible.
I don't really see.
Stuart, read the records from last week, and then we'll read the overall records, and that'll be good.
Does anybody have the records out?
I don't.
I have last week's, but I don't have them updated based off this week's.
Did you know all the numbers?
All right, whatever. Okay, so me and Chandler went 7-8, and Nick went 6-9. So it was a pretty average week for all.
Ooh.
Yeah, and we still have the Steelers Ravens game.
Wait.
I'm not changing my prediction.
And then Nick
Hold on, I can update the predictions right here because last
But
week
are
I
any
went.
of us?
As of last week, my overall record was 57-60. Stuart was 54-63, and Chandler was 59-58. So
now I have an even record.
Yeah, because you.
What did you? Oh yeah. I'm still negative, and Stuart is also still negative. Great.
So I'm 64-64, I think.
Stuart gained a game on me. So he's 61-64, right?
Dude, I don't even know.
No, he's 61-60. Wait,
Do the math
so
on paper,
4.
dude.
No, so what was I last week?
59-58.
59-58. So what's 58 plus 8? 66. So I'm 66-66.
And Stuart was 54-63.
That's not how. Think about it.
Yeah,
Think about how that works.
What was his record from last week?
That is less
Right.
games. He had 60 losses, so he's 60.
No. What was his record from last week? Like his weekly record. What was it?
I don't remember.
It wasn't good.
You don't know. You just read them.
No, you did.
No, Stuart did.
I'm 61-71.
He read this week's.
This week's record, whatever it was, week 12, the week
We
of
were
the
7-8. We were 7-8.
7-8. Okay.
You were 6-9.
So now he's
61-71.
Really?
Oh my God! Whoa!
Wait, you're 4 games back from me.
Actually, that makes sense. I was 54-53.
I was
That makes sense. Yeah.
57-60. So now I'm 63-69.
Yeah.
Am I behind Stuart?
Nice.
No, you're 2 games ahead of me.
Yeah. One
Okay,
game.
good.
Two games.
Good.
2 games.
2 games. All right.
And
Let's
I'm
go this week.
3 games ahead of you.
There's gonna be some good picks this week because all the lines are screwed up. Not screwed up, but they're interesting this week. So hopefully we disagree.
All right, so we still would pick this game even though we did last week. Ravens, Steelers. The Steelers are favored by 10. I'm picking the Steelers.
Still picking the Steelers.
I'm picking the Steelers.
You sure?
Sure about that.
I am sure.
RG triple six is kind of a baller. Not gonna lie.
All right, Bengals at Dolphins. The Dolphins are by 11.5, but I'm still taking the Dolphins.
I'm gonna take the Dolphins. Yeah.
And Danucci.
Wait. Oh, Cowboys. Put Danucci back in, please.
They're starting Ryan.
Yeah, I'm going.
No, they're not.
with
They're
the
starting
Dolphins.
Brandon Allen.
If they don't win by 11, then I hope they, I don't know, get hit by a tsunami.
Colts at
What the
Texans.
fuck?
What's fucking wrong with you, bro? All right, no reason canceled. Colts at Texans. The Colts are favored by.
Oh yeah,
3.
when.
Wait, Stuart. Wait, when Stuart talks, you have to let him talk on his own because we can't hear him.
Say it
because he's on
again.
his phone.
Sorry, the Colts are playing the Texans. The Colts are favored by 3. I'm taking the Texans.
Give me the Colts. Stuart, are you taking the Texans?
Yeah, he is.
I'm taking the Colts.
I'm taking the Colts.
Fuck the Colts,
Good job,
right?
pick.
All right, Jaguars at Vikings. The Vikings are favored by 9.5. The Vikings are terrible. I'm taking the Jags are terrible. I think the Vikings. Actually, maybe not.
Yeah, it's tough because Mike
think
Glennon
the
didn't look terrible.
I'm taking the Jags.
9.5.
Yeah.
I'm picking the Jags. Screw that.
I'm taking the Vikings.
It's close for me. All right. Lions at Bears. The Bears are favored by 3. I'm taking the Lions.
I'm taking the Lions.
I'm taking the Lions as well.
Raiders at Jets. The Raiders are favored by 8. I'm taking the Raiders.
I'm taking the Raiders.
Raiders.
I really want one of these weeks to just
Wait,
pick the Jets. It's not this
Yeah, Stuart,
week.
what'd you pick? Did you pick the Raiders? Okay.
Yeah, we all did.
Saints at Falcons. The Saints are only favored by 3.
I'll take the Saints. Jesus.
Saints.
It's probably because it's a road game. If it was a home game, it would be 6. And that would
6, yeah.
But
wouldn't it be 9?
Well, no, because it's usually 3.
Because you lose. Well, because you lose 3,
Oh, yeah, you lose.
then they'd be gaining 3, so it would be 9.
Giants at Seahawks. The Seahawks are favored by 10. I'm taking Seahawks.
Yeah, you
Jalen
Seahawks.
Isn't going to play, so.
Yeah, I
McCoy
kind of
is not-
forgot that
is
Danny
not that
Dimes
bad.
wasn't playing, so I will take the Seahawks.
Even if he was, I'd still take the
I'd still probably, yeah.
Seahawks, yeah.
Rams at Cardinals. The Rams are favored by 3. I'm taking the Rams.
Give me the Cards, baby.
This is their season. If they lose this
Give me the
game,
Cards. Give me the Cards, baby.
I'm going Rams. I really hope Chandler
I
loses
like
here.
the Rams. I like the Rams, but
Let's go, let's go,
I
let's go.
can't pick against the Cardinals.
All right, Eagles at Packers. Packers are favored by 9.5. I think that's too low, and I'm taking the Packers.
9.5.
Yeah, I'm taking the Packers too. But
Yeah, yeah.
you know.
Give me him.
who knows?
Well,
Doug
you could,
Peterson,
but-
Hail Mary at the end for no reason could screw us up.
Oh, so many. Did you see that somebody lost $500,000 because of that?
The Bears.
That's mad funny.
All right, Pats
Wait,
at
did you see?
Chargers.
Did you see what I sent to the Nosebleeds chat? It was actually the email that some dude.
Oh yeah, he sent to
Sent-
Roger Goodell. He was
Yeah.
pissed. That's so funny. I
Yeah,
aspire
that was
to be
funny.
that level of petty.
All right, Pats at Chargers. The Chargers are favored by 1.
Give me the fucking Pats.
I'm taking the Pats, dude. This
Give me
is
the fucking Pats.
Give me the Pats. If we lose, I'm literally picking against us for the rest of the year. I don't care about my record. We need to make the playoffs. We can only afford one more loss. If it ends up, if this ends up being our insurance loss right
Yeah,
here,
if we lose them, we're probably still out.
yeah, probably. But
Hold on.
Not happening.
So I don't know if I guess the quarterback's coming back, but Broncos at Chiefs. The Chiefs are favored by 14.
Give me the Chiefs.
I'm still taking the Chiefs, but goddamn, that's high.
I'm taking the Chiefs too. Are you kidding me? They're
Well,
gonna
then-
decimate them.
Tyreek Hill's just gonna go for 7 touchdowns.
All right, and then Steelers at Washington on Monday. Steelers are favored by 9.5. I'm taking the Steelers. Sorry, Washington.
I'm gonna. Oh my god. I'm
Give
going.
me
Yeah, I'm
Steelers.
going. I'm going Steelers. I'm going Steelers. I can't
It's just the
risk it.
defense for me. It's just the defense for me.
Yeah. Alex Smith's probably going to die again in this game. All right. Monday Night Football. What the hell did I write? 49ers. Okay. Is that right? I'm sorry. I don't know why I
Let me
can't.
check.
This.
Um,
I guess I haven't said them yet, so.
we've got on Monday night. I've been waiting all day for Monday night. Bills.
And 49ers. Okay. All right. The Bills are favored by 2.5. I'm taking the Bills.
Give me the Bills, yeah.
I'm taking the Bills too. That's kind of low.
That is kind of low.
Well, the 49ers aren't terrible, and they're on the road, so.
Yeah.
All right. Cowboys at Ravens.
Tuesday night.
I don't know if Lamar is playing. The line said 7.5. I think that's still
For the
pretty-
Ravens? If
Yeah.
Lamar should be
Maybe
playing by
not
then.
playing. I still think it would be fairly high considering how terrible the Cowboys are. I'm taking.
It would
the
probably
Ravens.
be 4. It would probably be 4.5.
I don't know if he's playing. I think he might. I think he is actually eligible. So we have to
I
make
think
sure.
I'm still gonna have. Oh wow! But the Ravens are really bad without Lamar.
Yeah.
They don't have an
Well-
offense. They might not put up any points.
We can change it if it's well the Cowboys defense.
Yeah.
is-
So let's say I'm gonna do a conditional one. First time in Nosebleeds history. We're breaking records here. If Lamar plays, I'm taking the Ravens. If he doesn't, I'm taking the Cowboys.
All right. We'll know.
I'll do. If Lamar plays, I'm picking the Ravens. If he does not, I am picking the. Yeah, I'm gonna pick the Ravens again. I'm gonna pick the Ravens.
Okay, so you
Actually,
could have just said you're taking the Ravens.
no. I'm gonna pick the Cowboys. I'm gonna pick the
Okay,
Cowboys.
so then you could have just said you did the
I
same
don't
thing as me.
understand that. I mean,
Well,
know
I was
the Cowboys-
contemplating throughout the thing.
Okay.
Dude, I know the Cowboys. I know the Ravens aren't that good without Lamar, but they at least have a decent defense. The Cowboys are fucking terrible.
Yeah, but it could literally be a 0-0 game. It could be a 3-0 game with Greg Zerline
No, I
hitting a
think
game-winning field goal in the second
I think
quarter.
the Ravens could score 17 on the Cowboys.
Can't.
defense.
No way.
The Cowboys
no
defense is so
way.
bad.
Who name 3 players on the Ravens offense?
RG3, Marquise Hollywood Brown, Willie Snead. My
Okay,
boy.
name one more. Actually.
Mark Ingram.
He has COVID.
J.K. Dobbins.
He also has
J.K.
COVID.
Dobbins. Boyle, he's injured.
He's out for the
Mark
season.
Andrews is COVID.
Injured. Or he has COVID, sorry, yeah.
Des Bryant.
There we go, Des Bryant.
Let's
Awesome.
go.
Let's go.
Cowboys bending back ribs, put up to the X. This was gonna happen. All right, that was the longest episode in fucking Nosebleeds history.
My God.
Stop breathing, please.
All right, wait. Is that all of them?
Yeah, that's all the games.
All right, perfect. We will not waste any of more of your time because if you're still
Well,
here,
yes, we
are
will.
very grateful for you.
Well, yes, we will.
So
Bonus.
thank you so much for watching.
Bonus
we're about to go into the bonus part. If you're a true
Watch
fan
it.
and you're still here, welcome to the bonus section. You're about to get the credits, and after the credits, we got the bonus section. Me and Chandler talk while Stuart got logged out. So, yeah, that's all for us. From the actual, this is the actual end of our recording, but you're gonna get the. What am I doing? My name is Nick Antonakis. I'm with Stuart Brooks and Chandler Betts. We'll see you back here next week for a recap of Week 13 and a predictions for Week 14. Peace out, everybody. To rejoin.
Sure, let's talk about
let's
talk about the cancellation. The game was going to be the third game of that day, the Steelers Ravens. Of course, as most of you will know, game was moved to Sunday, and then it was moved to Wednesday, or was it moved to Tuesday first?
No, it was moved to Tuesday, and now it's moved again to Wednesday
at 3:40 because apparently we're playing soccer times now. It's literally going to be what is it? 3 hours? It's gonna be 12:40. Kids are gonna be in school they don't have school right now in California. It'll be school in Nebraska. Or not Nebraska, I meant Nevada. I'm really smart. The ones on the West Coast. It's gonna be Hawaii time is 6 hours or 5 hours. Something
6.
Like it is going to be 9:40 a.m. when there's a football game on in Hawaii.
Well, usually it's 7, right? Because
it usually is, but I'm talking about on a Wednesday. This is a prime time slot.
Yeah, Wednesday night football.
Wednesday night football.
I don't know. I mean, it's going downhill fast. Maybe it'll help the Patriots.
Yeah,
maybe it'll help the Patriots.
If they postpone the game one more time, then that's probably going to be enough to push it to 8 teams. Still not going to be the 8th team, Nick. But
hey, well, actually, no. Yeah, I think we will. I think we'll make it over the Ravens.
Fucking stupid.
We're gonna make it over the Ravens. What are you talking about?
Dog, we're not gonna. Okay, let's look at the.
The Ravens are literally so bad.
Dog, we're so bad. Bills, Dolphins. So Bills, Chiefs, Steelers, Titans. We'll just say the Titans win the division. Then Colts, Browns, Raiders, Dolphins, and then Ravens are better than us. And that's probably it. But we're the 10th best team in the AFC. We have to make up a game on the Ravens. We have to make up
the Raiders, actually.
Yeah, the Raiders are nice, even though they are terrible.
Well, no, we beat the Ravens.
And the Raiders.
And the Raiders.
I don't think it's
that's gonna matter. I think the Ravens are gonna matter the most. If they lose,
dude, you say that like we're gonna actually win out though. We have the Rams.
We'll get into that, but
yeah, we have. Who do we have left? What's the rest of our schedule? Nick, pull it up. I know we have the Rams. We have the Bills. We have the
This
Jets,
week we play the Chargers. Then we got Rams, Dolphins, Bills, Jets.
That could see. I don't know anything about this team anymore. That very well could be 3 wins or 1 win or 0 wins for that matter. It could literally be 0 wins. Cam Newton sucks. We'll get to that, but he fucking sucks. I'm pissed. I'm fucking pissed, guys.
This is gonna be a bonus part that we're just gonna put at the end of the episode because I didn't think it was gonna be this long. I usually put in a timestamp at the end for like the the pro viewers who always watch till the end.
Oh yeah.
So this will be. So if you're still here right now, thank you.
You're
for
an
watching
MLG.
all the way to the end.
I fuck with you.
Yeah, you are a true Nosebleeds fan, and we appreciate you. So,
yeah.
It's probably
You
just
know what we should do? This is when we're
point.
gonna pitch something to the fans. You know what we should do? Every episode, we should have a trivia question. Put it at the beginning, and people can comment it, so we get those more comments. I just thought about that. That's a kick-ass idea.
Let's
go, Nosebleeds.
Now
fans.
Chandler coming up with ideas in the episode.
Let's go. We out here. We out here. Randy Moss wearing the number 6. Let's go.
Oh my god.
This is disgusting. You know what? I don't think a lot of people probably know of it, but not a lot of people know about why players wear certain numbers. I think that's something that we can talk about right now.
Sure.
We'll do
why not? We have nothing else to lose.
Yeah, in soccer, I'm just going to talk about in soccer. Originally, players could only wear specific numbers because the national teams would only have some shirts, and if you played goalie, you always wore number 1. If you played right back, you always wore number 2, etc. It's kind of a thing now, kind of isn't. It's like a tradition. But in football, it's like a law that a wide receiver can only wear a certain range of numbers. He can only wear one from 10 to 19 and then 80 to 89. That's why you never see any wide receivers wearing number 6.
Yeah.
If you think of any wide receiver in NFL history, they wear a number between that and that, like in that range.
Wait, what's the range? Say it again.
It's 10 to 19 and then 80 to 89. You'll never see a wide receiver wear any other number unless they're a running back who also plays wide receiver. Like Tariq Cohen can be considered kind of a wide receiver. Who else? Kind of like some people say James White's not a running back. He absolutely is. That's why he wears number 28.
Yeah, he is.
But 28's another running back number. Running back numbers are 20
I'm now trying to think of a wide receiver.
20 to 39. Yeah, 20 to
Wait,
30.
what are tight ends then? Because all tight ends are like in the 80s.
That's probably because they're considered wide receivers, I think.
Oh, okay. Considered so probably like the same. Receivers. Yeah. Yeah. I think a tight end could wear like 14. They don't. Because and then quarterbacks are 1 to 22, I believe. Maybe 19. Maybe 19. Yeah. I'm not sure exactly. But it's interesting because college basketball has a similar rule. Most sports don't. But college basketball has a rule that you can't wear a number that requires 2 hands to call it. Like you can't be 49 because it would be 4-9. I don't know why. That's just something I learned. Now you learned it. Because you're a loyal Nosebleeds. And the loyal viewers.
Yes.
Well, I thought you were talking to me because
I was not talking to you, Nick.
Damn it. Well,
everybody comment
loyal viewers.
Yeah, comment your favorite Nosebleeds moment. Yeah. Comment something that you remember. Something bullying
and
Nick.
something that comment. Oh, I actually had this as a pitched idea. Might as well say it here because let's be honest. Only the true fans are here, and they deserve to know.
Oh, yeah.
I was pitching an idea, like kind of like a Grammy show, but for the Nosebleeds, like Nosies or whatever. We would just pick awards for like. We would just compete like between moments, like best prediction, stupidest prediction.
Oh, we already know that one. Fuck Chris.
I mean,
12
it's
and
either
4
that
Lions.
or the Jarrett Stidham one. Those two are like.
See that one. That one's just. I mean,
still
the Jarrett
don't know was possible.
See,
it was literally possible.
So was the Lions. When the Lions are objectively better than Jarrett Stidham is. Jarrett Stidham, something that just came out this week was, you know how at the beginning of the season everybody's like coming out of the Patriots media was like, oh yeah, Patriots really like Jarrett Stidham. They think that he would have been. I saw something really fucking pissed me off. It said Jarrett Stidham. The Patriots think if Jarrett Stidham was in this draft being this past year's 2020. That Jarrett Stidham would have been the 3rd quarterback off the board, ahead of Jordan Love. They didn't say ahead of Justin Herbert because they were the people who were being like, Justin Herbert's going to fucking suck in the NFL, guys. He's not that. Oh my God, how fucking.
Well, actually, you're right.
Paid
I was literally saying
dollars.
that too back in the hot takes episode. If you haven't seen it, make sure to go check it out.
Yes.
I literally said this thing that I was like, oh yeah, if Stidham was in this upcoming draft, he would have gone in the 1st round.
And then I said, no, he would have been the 7th quarterback off the board. I said he was going to be after Burrow, Tua, Herbert, Love. I think I said Jacob
Hurts.
Eason and
Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. And
Yeah,
Jalen Hurts
he'd be
threw his
7.
first pass. He threw his first pass last night against the Seahawks, and it was like
for 6 yards, right?
For like 6 yards.
Yeah,
It was a pretty
6
good throw.
yards.
It was a nice out route, simple throw, and then he subbed him out because Carson Wentz sucks at football. He's fucking got sacked 6 times. We'll talk about that. Well, I should say because it's at the end.
We already did
talked
talk about it.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it though, make sure to go check.
Go back to the timestamps. Go back to the timestamps. That was also my suggestion.
Get those YouTube
I'm
statistics
on
up.
fire. I am on fire in this.
Let's
podcast.
go.
Timestamps.
Where's Stuart though?
Sorry.
I'm ready. The end of this clip is gonna be Stuart joining. He's gonna be like, "Hey guys," and
Hey!
we're just gonna it's gonna end. Then the episode will end.
Do the cheers thing. When we all yell Stuart, and then we just cut.
Oh my god.
What else can we talk about? Let's fill some time. I'm used to this. This is what
This
I did.
has been like 8 minutes. This is
what
crazy.
I did, dog. I did like 6 hours of this for the NFL draft for the first round. I was filling so much time. I think I did a little bit for the second round too. I don't really remember. It was fun. It was a good time. I'm gonna do it again this year.
This year, you should do another live stream on Nosebleeds. That was actually really good last year.
Some mock drafts. I was gonna do the whole college football thing. I think I still will, but it's gonna be
as it gets closer. Yeah,
starting.
Honestly,
because
we could do those together if you like pitch your mock drafts to us and then we react to them.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. What else can we talk about? Talk about things. What's happening?
Looking for Chris and Donis. They're busy.
They are busy.
Know.
Yeah.
That's the secret. Poorly. Stuart's texting me. Wait, what happened to his computer?
Stuart has officially left the building.
I'm just gonna tell him you can just join on your phone.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I think he's probably having like Wi-Fi problems from the storms and stuff. From the time that we are recording this, it's not the day where all the rain happened, but it's the day after, and there's a lot of wind. It was like 25 miles an hour last time I checked the news. It was tough. Let's see. Let's fill some time here.
It's the computer. Okay. He said he needs to figure this out right now.
Oh, because of good question. Why? I don't know. What else can we talk about? Oh, I have this game that I found. It's Monopoly, but it's the NFL. It's kind of sick.
Oh no!
It's a board.
Wait, what's Boardwalk? What's the Boardwalk property? That's the big question.
Well, it's not exactly like that. It's So the scoring's a little bit different. It's hard to explain. It took me a little bit to understand it. There's no
what's the most expensive property?
It's the Packers. Packers are 7, I think. Patriots are 6 with Drew Bledsoe.
Why the Packers? What year was this?
Like 1993 or something.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains it.
Would have been 96 when the Packers beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
There you go. I have a shot glass downstairs. My parents have a shot glass, I should say, with that Super Bowl because they were in New Orleans when it happened. We got a bunch of memorabilia.
Dang, fun fact.
Yeah. My life's pretty cool.
Oh, you should do your trading card thing because you usually do that every episode where you pull.
Yeah, I got Randy Moss. I got
awful
Cam Newton. We hate him. He sucks. Steven Gostkowski. It's not really a trading card.
Nice. Let's see it.
One they get from the Globe, I think. What else we got? A lot of basketball ones. Let's see some interesting football ones. I'm not going to show that one. We got the GOAT right here, Eli Manning. Hate myself.
He broke our hearts.
Oh yeah, I got a bunch of interesting ones here. I got Clay Matthews' dad's, Clay Matthews Sr. His card when he was on the Browns. Nobody knows what that is. Oh, rest in peace. The anniversary of his death was the 27th, I think, of November. Sean Taylor. I feel like a lot of people probably don't know about him because our generation was like right before him.
Yeah.
Sean Taylor. He was a strong safety out of the University of Miami. This was in the same year. Let me check this. I think it was in the same year Eli Manning got drafted. That whole year. Yeah, 2004. That was a crazy draft with Eli Manning obviously refusing to play for the Chargers. Sean Taylor was the 4th pick in that draft. That was a really good Miami team with Kellen Winslow was on that team. A really good tight end who had a lot of demons and injuries in his career. But Sean Taylor was so good. Who is that?
That's what Stuart sent just now.
Oh, awesome. That's Stuart's fill-in for the day.
That's his
Sean
update.
Taylor. Yeah, let's go.
He said he restarted it. I'm just gonna join by my phone for now. Okay. All
Okay,
right.
yeah.
We're about to end this little bonus sequence. Thank you everybody for watching this bonus sequence and watching through the whole episode. We're gonna end with Stuart, and then it'll cut to the end. I don't know. Go follow us on Instagram at nosebleeds__podcast.
Comment your favorite moment, and also we're gonna do a trivia question when Stuart comes back. Right,
yeah,
Nick?
sure.
Let's do it.
Yep.
I'll come up with it right now.
Where is he?
Cut it.
Oh, speaking of songs. Oh, here he is. Ready?
Stuart.
Stuart.
Hold on.